Ladies and gentlemen, third time is the charm. Welcome to TCL once again. Thank you so much for your patience tonight. As we are here, I'm super pumped to be here with my boy D-Brand, who's looking buff as hell tonight. Gotta say, man, how are you
Hey,
doing?
I'm doing fantastic, Toasty. I am so excited that we are live and getting ready for this game. Team Control Awards versus Team Verd is the word, captained by Control in the mid lane, Bloodbath and Beyond in the top lane, respectively. It is going to be, what's the word that you like to use? Oh,
Poggers?
poggers. Let's
We
go
can
with
we can go
that.
with Poggers. I think
It's
Poggers
gonna
is an
be
excellent explanation for tonight here. Man, I you
it's
know,
gonna be a
you know,
poggers match.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a poggers match, man. It's gonna be awesome as the teams get ready to go here. We have a lot of great stories tonight, but first, I feel very like I don't know, man. I think I gotta roll up the sleeves tonight because I
Hey,
don't
hey, hey.
feel like I gotta get
I
that
got
up, dude.
I got to be honest with you. One quick thing about my appearance before we get right into it. This is the most comfortable shirt I own, and that's the reason I'm wearing it. Do I happen to look great in it too? Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's get into
I
draft
like it.
here. We got the quick
Alrighty.
bans. I think the teams had plenty of time to prepare. We got the Darius and Nivea bans targeting Blood and Verd from the blue side. The LeBlanc taking that away from Control. The Kaisa ridiculously strong. And there's the Udyr ban. That sucks. I'll
Oh
be honest,
man,
man. We were
we were
talking about this
just about to
before the
talk about
game.
that. Oh,
And I wanted to see TJ on the Udyr. Actually, wait, let me say his full name. TJ So Stupid. Oh, that's so much fun to say. TJ on the Udyr.
I
Udyr's
love
so
it, man.
strong. And there is the signature Swordmaster ban. I don't know if you've ever played against this man's fiddlesticks, but he doesn't leave the brush. He'll wait for 30 seconds for you to walk by just so he can pick you off with his ult. Quick
Absolutely
Morgana
agreed.
pickup from Lemonilla. Interesting go-to. His Lulu is still up, and he's had an amazing performance on it in the past. And sorry if we feel like we're rushing through this, but these teams are rushing through the draft, and we got to keep up.
Yeah,
Morgana
man.
pick from
These
Lemon
teams, these
offers a
teams
lot of
definitely got a game
safety.
plan.
Oh yeah, they're ready to go. Jin
Oh,
from
the
Dev.
Shin first pick. I'm loving this from Devious. You got to put Dev on like a safe 80 carry. I mean, this guy, if you put him on something more utility based, like the Ashe, the Jin especially,
I
and maybe
was
even the Varus a little bit, but Varus is kind of awful,
yeah, Varus
unfortunately.
isn't in a great spot.
Oh, excellent! The
Yeah,
insta-lock Thresh into the Morgana, by the way. I am loving this from Reformed Bully.
we
Has
were
been
talking about this. We were talking about this before the game. The great part about Thresh, and you were telling me how good Reformed Bully's Thresh is that he offers so much mobility for those 80 carries who bring none of it to the table themselves. Unless they're building that Gale Force, which I mean, Jin's going to
Yep,
probably, but Thresh
I
will get
hope
you out of
so.
that type spot if you get hit by that Morgana. So honestly, I'm looking at both these support picks, and I'm thinking these supports in a great position to really set their 80 carries up for success. We got two more
Wait,
lock-ins though.
wait, hold up.
Zach. Okay, go ahead. Go
Wait a
ahead.
minute. They left Zillion up? Wait a minute. We just glossed over that. The resident sleeper Zillion in the mid lane. Just going to take that away and be on probably the most comfortable pick for him possible. Swordmaster as well on the Zac that you mentioned earlier, being able to make a lot of those early game plays as well on the Zac. I'm loving both compositions here. This seems like a very team control wards and a very Verd is the word
I
composition.
agree. I don't have the stats in front of me right now, but I can think of two games this season when Zillion has played. Once by Verd and once by Sandy. And I remember both games the Zillion popped off. He might be 100% win rate champion. Don't take me at my word for that. But he has had a fantastic performance on the champion so far this league. And Victor from Control. Victor, oh my gosh. Victor is so overpowered right now. It's disgusting. The amount of
Absolutely.
damage this man is able to pump out, both like in an area with his ult and his laser with a double pop, and just the single target burst with his Q and those same abilities is just ludicrous. Set that up with like the zone control that you get from Morgana peeling off your backline, and Zach who's going to get in the enemy backline and disrupt. Looking at a real team fight comp over here on the blue side.
Yeah, it's looking really good right now here as Sivir, Samira, Pantheon, and Set being sent to the no zone here as we got a Hecarim lock in from TJ So Beast. I'm not going to call him TJ So Stupid just yet. I was actually expecting the J4 here. I don't know why. I just had a hunch that TJ So Beast was going to pick the J4.
I like the Hecarim. I think you got a lot of early. You can move around the map, make a lot of plays early. You got plenty of damage through the early mid game. Get a little bit tankier later on. But I'm looking at the right side right now. Zillion and Jin, both great champions. Is Jin able to do ridiculous amounts of damage with the Zillion and the Thresh? Honestly, are really just going to be setting other people up. And I mean, we saved the counter pick for Blood. He has no excuse now. He's going to be against Chuck Shen in the other lane. And we mentioned it a little bit earlier, but Chuck has been talking mad smack to Blood.
Oh yes.
All
Oh yes.
day. Blood gets the counter pick. Let's see what sort of carry he's going to pick and see what he does up here.
Ooh, all right. So we do have the Lucian coming out from AIBox as well. Interesting. Does get offer the lane counter to the Jhin as well. That's a very AIBox champion.
What do you think about that matchup in the bot lane? You're the bot lane expert here.
I'm gonna say it, dude. Okay, we got the Aatrox. Hold on a second as I roll down my sleeves here because I'm getting a little wee bit cold here. No, looking at the blue side here, it should be an easy lane win for them. However, in the mid to late game, Jhin just gets a 900 AD and pops off, especially with that added safety on the Thresh as well. And I really love how Reformed Bully just has no fear into this Morgana and allows himself to be able to have that uncomfortable matchup for him as well. Thresh, historically not great into Morgana because of the Morgana Black Shield. But I do like this. It's a sign of confidence from the bot lane of Vert is the word.
It feels a lot more like, I mean, you think of Thresh, you think of his hook, right? But like, it's always a battle on Thresh with ability I'm going to max first, and this wouldn't even be a bad game to max that Lantern first, because your hook, your play, not going to be the most effective things about this game, you know? It's going to be that Lantern to reposition your Jhin, really get him in a position to succeed. And that Morgana Black Shield, it's going to be useful in lane, but imagine a little bit later on that Zac just running rampant on the backline, throwing this Jhin and this Zillion together, while Victor just pops everything from the front.
And not only this, but we have to also take a look at the composition on the red side here. We do have Zillion that is able to speed up the Hecarim and give the Hecarim more attack damage, as the Hecarim's passive being able to have more AD the faster you are. I think that's an absolutely great synergy. You can put the bombs on the Hecarim as well, and the Hecarim could run in. And once again here, I want to bring your attention back to the Thresh. Swordmaster being on the Zac, you can actually cancel the jump with a well-timed hook or a well-timed flay as well. I really love both compositions on both sides here.
I gotta be honest though, I'm gonna give the edge in draft, players notwithstanding. I gotta give the edge to the blue side. I really prefer their composition. It's the lack of a true tank on the red side that has me a little bit worried, and an ability to really shred through those tanks. Jin's going to do massive damage. He's going to do massive single target damage and not necessarily going to burn through that armor, you know? Aatrox and Hecarim are both going to build like Drain Tank style. Aatrox with that Gore Drinker, Hecarim with Divine Sunder or whatever he goes nowadays. Maybe Triforce. Probably Divine Sunder in this game though, because they have those tanks and that's the anti-tank item. But also it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. I think that the meta in general right now favors a faster paced game, and that kind of lends itself to the more aggressive junglers like Hecarim. But Swordmaster, Zac is one of his signature champions. He is phenomenal at engaging from those bushes and finding those angles where he just jumps in, you're not expecting it, you don't have that one little patch warded, and with that elastic slingshot, he's going to get in the middle and mess shit up.
Yeah, man, I couldn't agree more here. I also think I do like the Lucian pick as well, because it gives AIBox a little bit more of self-peel as well, being able to kind of nullify the back to front style that TJ So Beast is going to be going for here on the Hecarim as well. Being able to have the relentless pursuit to be able to dash out of the way of any incoming obstacles, being able to dash the Thresh Hook, the Jhin W, a lot of CC heavy oriented abilities here. And I agree. I think blue side has a much better comp for early game dominance. I'm not seeing much for scaling here. The only scaling factor I see is the Victor. Meanwhile, on the red side here, the scaling with Zillion and Jhin, and leave that Jhin unchecked, man. It's going to get really bad for the side of Team Control wards here. So, no pun intended, but Team Control going to have to take control here in the early part of the game.
I agree.
Man,
I agree
production,
completely.
Come on, man. Come on, man. It was good. It was good. Talked about that before the show as well.
I mean,
But
okay, so we talked about the champs a bit, and we're getting into game right now, and we'll see if we have any spicy shenanigans happening. But if we talk about the player matchups real quick, obviously I'm going to give the edge to Blood in the top lane. This man is Diamond, what? He finished Diamond 2
Diamond
last
4?
season, I think.
Yeah, Diamond 2. He's almost Masters. There's no excuse why he shouldn't be Masters, to be honest with you.
No, Chuck, I think got boosted to gold to be able to compete in this league. No, I'm just stating facts here. No flame, just stating facts.
Okay.
In the jungle, we have TJ and Sword, both extremely effective junglers, good at doing what they want to do, and they're both on champions where they're very comfortable with what they want to do. Control has a reputation for taking over games and popping off on those control mages that he likes to play, whereas Verd is frustratingly good at not falling behind and always staying relevant throughout the game. In the bot lane, we have Box and Lemon, who are known as the safest bot lane in TCL, versus Dev and Bully, who are both playing very comfortable champions. So I'm going to be very interested to see how this shakes out. And it looks like we are getting into game right now.
Bring the viewers' attention here, as well to Jin's first items. Interesting. I like this. In a couple of lanes, you want to have the boots because Jin has such high AD, and with his fourth shot too, being like a 120 damage auto attack at level 1. I like this strat here from Devious as
oh, might get a little spicy here.
Gonna be able to drop the ward into the river here. Not gonna be able to get it. As good early vision coming out for Team Verd. Verd is the word here.
Yeah, TJ dropped that ward a little bit later than I would have expected. You only see it down at like 48, 50 seconds, so you have time to back and get the sweeper. But he just drops that and runs straight down to his blue. Maybe he was being followed into the jungle by one of those other two and getting interrupted. So safe play, nothing wrong with that at all. So we got the early topside pixel brush ward from the red side, and I don't see a blue side ward anywhere. That doesn't surprise me. Blood always harps on the fact that we need to get that early vision down, especially from the jungle. So it makes sense to me that that's what his jungler is doing. And we are into the game. Finally, here we are, everyone.
Yeah, man, I'm super juiced for this one. This is going to be great here. Verd on the Zillion as well, as we previously mentioned, to get that early harassing with the ticking time bombs there. A lot of damage, level 1. Man, Verd Zillion is just so scary. Man, you cannot let this guy have this champion. It offers so much utility to the team, so much damage. It's just such a good pick all around for.
Yeah, the damage may fall off as the game goes on, but the utility scales. Your ults have that double bond, big AoE stun, and the ult that scale. I think the amount of health you get back scales with passive and level. So like later on when he's full build, has all those items, he's gonna be reviving people up at full health, and it's gonna be up every 40 seconds, which is just ridiculous. You have a long team fight, and he's using it twice. We look across the jungles, and it's pretty typical. Hecarim is up a camp. That's just nature of the champions right there. He did all 3 of his bot side camps, already level 3, whereas Sword had to go red to Raptors and onto his wolves now, so he'll be a 4 camp level 3, so he's going to be a little behind TJ. But I wouldn't expect anything different from these respective champions and what their clear speeds really look like.
Yeah, man, once again here on the top lane, Chuck versus Bloodbath and Beyond. I'm really expecting this to be an interesting matchup, especially Blood on a very oppressive Aatrox. His Aatrox is very good, I would say, as he goes for the quick trade here. Doesn't really get much off of it.
Yeah, he takes those early trades, and by virtue of Aatrox champion, he's going to be hitting the as he trades with his Q, right? Because you have those AoEs. Shen, on the other hand, I mean, he doesn't have any early on. So he's going to have that push in the top lane that's really going to help. Yeah, there's Blood for his invade on the blue. He knows how slow of a clear that Zac has. And look, he's messing with him right now. Forces him off of his 5th camp.
Bloodbath Beyond, the game knowledge, man. Absolutely mega minding Swordmaster here.
Yeah, freest crab ever for TJ. And he does walk over the blue side ward right there, but he's probably just going to run down and try to double crab. Sword, on the other hand, wisely realizes he can't go back in his jungle. Nothing from the top side. Gets an early back off, has a couple more stats, but bot lane has the push, and they're anticipating.
There it is. I like this
TJ.
here.
Oh, this is a fantastic play. They're anticipating TJ going after that bot crab.
Wait, hold on a second. The hook misses from Reform Bully. Unfortunate for him. AIBox now cutting out TJ. Lemon is caught here. This could be really bad. His first blood goes to Devious on the Jhin. We're starting to get this game rolling, D-Brand.
Oh yeah, missed the hook on the initial targets, but the flash play ignite from Reform Bully to set up that first blood, as well as the early rotation by Verd. We thought blue side had the jump on them, but Sword did not get there nearly as fast as they might have expected. They got that ward, but they probably should have ran after that. TJ realizes that it's not about the crab anymore. He has 2 juicy targets with his bot lane pushing up the river.
Yeah, man, that's really unfortunate for the
easy
side
claps,
of,
first blood.
Yeah, man, control wards just getting absolutely just caught out and pinch, man.
I would like to say Blood just missed that cannon on stream for everyone to see. Kind of embarrassing.
Swordmaster looking for that gank there. Does get spotted out on the ward as he goes to find something to do in his jungle. His Raptors are up, so he's going to be able to get that. As Chuck now taking a real top lane. Bloodbath and Beyond has blood in his eyes. He's looking for it here. Doesn't find anything off the queue. And once again, another trade going fairly in the way of Bloodbath and Beyond here in the top lane.
Honestly, though, the story of this game is going to be how they... I think Chuck is competent enough not to solo die to lane. I mean, Blood is just going to keep pushing those waves and roaming down, doing things across the map. And Chuck's going to hit level 6 soon, where he's going to be able to influence the rest of the map with his and TP back, so if Blood doesn't follow, he'll be able to come back. You know, maybe I spoke too soon.
Yeah, Chuck could be taking a very bad trade here. Does have the flash. Blood is expecting it here as Chuck is forced to flash under his tower. As Swordmaster goes in on Verd here. Verd forced to flash here. Swordmaster getting the Q off. Gonna get a couple smacks here as Blood solo kills Chuck in the top lane. Is it a top canyon or what tonight, D-Brand?
Yeah, you know,
gonna be very exciting to see.
You know, it felt really unnatural to be complimenting Chuck, and that's why. I was wrong. Oh no, Chuck does get solo killed by Blood, and that is really not good. He's forced to TP back, and the amount of sustain that's in Aatrox's get, he's backing right now. He has this wave pushed in. Oh, maybe he's just...
He knows he can take this. Chuck looking for the 1v2, or the 1v1 rather, as Blood misses his Qs, unfortunately, and is forced to back here. Chuck with a very commanding back here off the TP, the Ascension TP, as we like to call it.
That was real greedy by Blood. He wanted that cannon. He got the cannon, but he also backs now, and Chuck has more time to push out the wave. I'm assuming Blood's going to run to lane because his wave's not undeterred. He's not going to lose too many minions. We do have red side using... Or maybe just sneaking this dragon. They really have a ton of pressure across the map. They haven't seen Sword in a while since they ganked mid. They're just getting that early Drake, though, with the power of the Hecarim.
Yeah, that's good stuff here from the side of Verd is the word. Being able to get that early Drake here. It's Ocean, too, so that's actually...
Oh yeah, that's a fantastic early Drake get. Get that extra sustain in lane.
That's
Verd with the early back, TP's back to lane. Control up a decent amount of farm. If he gets this, he'll be up 7 farms, so that's about a wave. 8 farm.
Hold on a second, we're getting another trade here. Chuck fighting.
Swords in the river.
Ooh, Blood getting a couple of really good crits off of his Aatrox Qs. As
yeah,
top
Swords in the river there, but on a ward.
Top lane's even in farm, which is actually kind of surprising.
Yeah, Blood had... Chuck did a decent job keeping that wave right outside his tower for a while, allowing him to... and Blood did take that early roam.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold that thought here. Just one moment here. Bloodbath and Beyond looking for the Bloodbath to Chuck here. Gonna get the Q, misses it. Looking for the second Q, does find it. The final Q, flashes forward, trying to kill him. Cannot, unfortunately, as we have a trade here in the mid lane as well. Verd gets his ultimate off, but can he get it for longer? The ultimate just runs out, and Control finds a return kill onto Verd. Control looking to be the carry for his team here, as gold looking a little even now. 1k gold deficit. I like this play coming out of Swordmaster, being able to gank Verd. Knows that he has no flash from the early gank, the gank earlier. And
yeah, it was a good gank, but I'm just really not sure what Verd was thinking there. He knew he had TJ coming up. Invade onto the Raptors, a little cheeky steal away there, but he stopped running towards TJ. He turned back around. Maybe he was just desperate for them to kill him, but they played that real smart. Sword and Control know what they're doing. They've been around the bush before.
Yeah, and
if he would have kept running, yeah, if he would have kept running, I think TJ might have been able to do a little bit there. He was already level 6. Sword was only level 5 at that point. I don't know. Rough early death out of Verd after blowing his TP back to lane. So
I would like to throw your attention here to the farm difference in the jungle. As I was saying, Swordmaster needs to make these ganks work in order to be successful here. As another trade in the top side, Bloodbath and Beyond finding the second Q, finding the third Q, does get an excellent trade off as Shen does Shen things.
We got those the early Bramble Vest and cloth armor out of Chuck.
Oh, wait a minute, we got a gank on the top side here. Chuck in trouble, does find the top, but TJ's so beast. Finds Chuck once again, and it's looking like the messages in chat have aged a little poorly.
Yeah, I remember hearing something about, when I solo kill you, I'm going to pause the game so I can flame everyone. Although he was told not to do that by the team captain, carry bot lane, silent killer. So, Chuck's words, to everyone's surprise, or no one's at all, seem to have been a little bit big for his britches.
unfortunately, though. Does find the gank, though. An excellent gank from TJ So Beast here. Still with a farm lead and a kill lead as well, and going to be getting the Herald for himself to keep up the tempo for Team Vert is the word now. As if you're on the blue side here, if you're on Team Control Wards, all of your eggs have to go into the mid and bot lane basket now.
Yeah, bot lane looking exactly how you said it would. The side of the Lucian Morgana having that early advantage just by nature of the champions, trying everything to do in the aggressive 2v2. They keep pushing waves in, bouncing them out, but Devious and Bully doing a decent job staying up on farm. And with that early kill, I'm imagining they're pretty close in that gold lead with only that 9 farm difference in the bot lane. Sword looking for something here. He's on a pink ward.
Oh, does find the elastic slingshot onto Vert. Oh, this could be very bad for Vert. I don't believe he has flash. Oh, yes, he does. Swordmaster flashing in as well, trying to find the kill. Very close. Control flashes in, and that's another kill onto the scaling Victor. Now, as Swordmaster is going to be turned on here, trying to find out any way he can. Does have the TP on the shed. I didn't even see that. As Control's going to be trying to run away here. TJ forced to run as well. Chuck flashing forward. Doesn't unfortunately find anything. It's just a mess in the mid lane here. Chuck, you got to get out, homie. You got to find any sort of way you can get out here. As Bloodbath and Beyond is looking for the chase here. Chuck needs to find a way out. Does find the taunt. He's so close to getting out, man. He just got to go. Put the ego aside, homie. You got this. TJ So Beast now looking for Chuck. It's just a mess in the mid lane. I have no idea what's going on here. My face is going completely red as nobody dies.
Except for Sword. And Bird.
Except for Sword.
And Bird. Bird already back to lane because that fight lasted so long. Wow, that was something. Great use of the ult by Chuck. Instantly matched with the TP by Blood. And both teams just getting out with a sliver of health there. TJ going back in. But honestly, Chuck sidestepping some things really well. Using the taunt to dodge a lot of Blood's abilities there and surviving. Blood already looking menacing on that Aatrox, though. Completed his Gourd Drinker at 11 and a half, or probably 11 minutes, or on that back right there, so like 11:10. Honestly, already such a force to be reckoned with. And TJ dropping that early Herald. If Bird can make sure that gets a charge, that's really going to help him make up for some of that gold deficit in the mid lane that he's going to be facing. 2 kills down.
Dude, homie, that fight in the mid lane looked like Madagascar 3, because that was such a circus. Like, I just could not believe what I was seeing.
Wait, that's action. There's a dragon happening right now, but that's your go-to circus movie? Like, you ever seen The Greatest Showman or something?
Okay, ooh, all right. So
Fresh with the dragon secure.
Yeah, for Bully being able to secure the Drake for Team Bird is the word. A little bit of an early smite coming out of TJ So Beast here as Bloodbath and Beyond continues the oppression.
Oh, the tower dive.
Look at the tower dive, just solo kills him under tower once again. Bloodbath and Beyond making a statement this game.
The item difference right now in the top lane is absolutely ludicrous. I think we saw some predictions in the chat earlier. I don't remember the exact numbers. I think it was at 15 minutes. Someone said he was going to be down 25. Well, I hope you put some money on that because it's looking like that deficit's going to be a little bit larger. Hoping you took the over.
Looking at the bot side here, once again, we need to see any glimmer of hope here.
We got a 4-man coming bot, but they're getting pinged out by the Victor.
Well, TJ So Beast calling it off here, looking to just off for the control ward here. Good play by him. Could have went sour as Chuck does not have the ultimate. As once again, another brawl on the top side. Poor Chuck, man. He's just having a rough one here as Bloodbath and Beyond can. Oh, wait, he eased forward.
Yeah.
Interesting here. I'm not sure if that was the trade he wanted to take, but it looks fine here. Shen things.
Yeah, maybe just wait for that wave to crash and try to farm it there if you can. Honestly, just try not to fall too much experience because he just hit level 9 and Blood's been at level 11 for about a minute here now. Blood at level 11, he is absolutely enormous. 120 farm in 13 and a half minutes. Looking dominant as we need to see from his team.
Yeah, man. Team Virtus the word is absolutely rolling map wide here as Chuck once again looks for the taunt forward. Finds a good little quick trade. He has to be careful though because he has 2 levels under Bloodbath and Beyond. As once again, I want to turn your attention to the bot side here. Lucian having a pretty sizable CS lead, having the Kraken Slayer as well. There are win conditions here. On the
without a doubt.
Team control. There
just needs to be more.
There just needs to be more proactive plays. I'll say. I feel Lemon on the Morgana has obviously been a good pick for Lemon. I just feel
looking for a dive top.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Why not? Let's just take a look for it here. Goes forward, Chuck.
TP from control.
See you later, man, as Control looks at the TP as well. There's another TP coming out, and Bird now being a little forward here. Control, a Shinshin TP, Swordmaster flies in, as Control just dies where he stands. TJ So Beast now with the turret shot! Oh my god!
Wow.
Wow!
That pony wanted to get out of there real bad.
Holy moly, Forrest Gump is on the rift tonight as back home now. AIBox looking for a quick little trade onto Devious as well. As once again, it's looking like just absolute chaos on the rift, man. There's just so much happening.
The dive and the re-dive top, the Control TP, which I thought was excellent, matched immediately by Verd, who was on his way back to lane from a buy. Equally excellent. Really made the difference there and allowed that re-dive to be successful. They end up going 2-for-0 there in the top lane. And I was going to point out before, even now, for all of the advantages that Red Side seems to have, the gold lead is by no means insurmountable. What's that, 3.5k at 15 minutes? That's a lot. But you got to look at if you look at the leads there, we have Blood up almost 3k on him by himself in the top lane. That is where a lot of that gold is. Although TJ is he's doing his thing in the jungle. The farm leads on the mid and bot side of the map, though, are really what are keeping them in the game. As you keep saying, it's going to be those win conditions for control wards that they're going to have to be looking to. It's going to be control at the mid lane position and box on the Lucian, who's doing a great job of putting pressure on Jhin. We saw him dashing in a second ago, who are going to have to do something this mid game. I was talking beforehand how I really like the blue side comp, and I do, but they're going to... If this keeps going the way it is, they're not going to get a chance to play it out.
Oh, Chuck, homie, has to blow the flash here. Unfortunate. Bloodbath and Beyond just takes the tower, gets a couple of shots in here as well, as now a 3-level advantage. Bloodbath and Beyond just living up to his name and absolutely making it look like a bloodbath here as TJ.
Early rotation up by the bot lane.
Some sweeps.
We got 4 people on the top side here for the Herald play. That's a 5. Oh, rough hook by Bully, misses.
This is unfortunate, man. It was a good attempt, though, as to walk out with his life with the ultimate.
Blood takes first turret there at about 16 minutes, and we have 5 people on the top side for this play. Probably going to use it to get that second Shelly charge off on the mid turret, knock that down so they can really start moving around the map and doing what they want to. Also have the next dragon coming up here soon in less than a minute. Not sure what the exact timer on that is, but Red side looking dominant on both the push and the objective control from their top lane and jungle.
Oh, wait a minute. Coming in on Verd. He knows he doesn't have the ultimate. That has to be Verd dying there. Unfortunately, does not, as Red side turns around. The TP coming in from Chuck here. Reform Bully looks a little low as Lemonilla takes it for the kill here. Shutdown for AIBox. This could be looking good. AI's going to leave. An excellent dodge on the W as Lemonilla controls the fight once again. Chuck looking for the kill. Blood does find it though. Drinker is absolutely balanced, by the way, as now Bloodbath Neon is on the impressive. Can he find anything else? Drinker's balance. I've said it before. Once again, Bloodbath and Beyond unfortunately dies as Devious just has to walk away.
Blood was actually 1v5 in there for a couple of seconds. If you count Sword in his blob form respawning as like a team member, and that was absolutely ridiculous. Blood's a monster. I mean, his team didn't really come out on top there. I think they ended up trading 3 for 4 with the dragon spawning right now, but if they get that team fight a little more coordinated and get to do the engaging instead of getting engaged on, Sword with a great look there, that's going to be absolutely terrifying to have that Aatrox in your backline.
Yeah, man. Holy moly. It's just left, right, and center plays here. And if I'm on the blue side, if I'm AIBox, I'm taking a look at the shop, and I'm typing EXE. Okay? There needs to be grievous wounds on the side of control wards here, as things are just getting out of hand.
I mean, there are, though. That's the thing. Chuck already has that Bramble Vest, which, yeah, that's only a 40% grievous wounds until you finish it. Make it into the Thorn Mail. I think even then you have to like attack. They have to attack you when they're below 50% health or something like that. I'm not sure what the exact wording on that is. But I mean, Chuck was in that fight the whole time. Aatrox was hitting him. Just Gore Drinker with the healing that's in Aatrox's kit. It's a very powerful combination. I think it got some adjustments in the last patch. They moved some of the lifesteal into like Aatrox's W so they could reduce a little bit on Gore Drinker. The same with a couple of other champions, like Olaf.
Oh, what an excellent hook from Reform Bully. Does not go in though. Man, if I'm that Thresh, I'm going in every time. Swordmaster saying, all right, let's start this fight off. Holy moly, Control doing a lot of damage here. TJ So Beast has fallen. AIBox is popping off here. Another shutdown on the Bloodbath and Beyond. And blue side is showing signs of life. Team Control wards take control.
Yeah, their team fight's really coming through like we were talking about beforehand. they're going to have to really be careful here. Bully hit that good hook on the Morgana. Didn't mean anything, though, and he got blown up instantly, forcing Verdalt onto the Thresh. I mean, and I was looking at that. I'm like, man, what's Thresh going to bring to this fight when he comes back up? And then he hit a hook on Box, but it meant absolutely nothing. This team was in no position to follow up. I think you're really going to need to save that ult for TJ or Blood when they dive onto the back line and not use it reactively on the Thresh there. I think a little bit of a misplay from Bird at that moment.
And being able to convert that fight into both a Mountain Dragon and a Tier 1 mid turret, that's absolutely massive!
Yeah, taking that Dragon for the blue side, it really pulls the pressure off and extends the timer. That means it's at least 10 minutes till they have to fight for the soul points, and that is a lot more time to scale up, reduce... Oh, that gold deficit's already been reduced. After those 2 team fights, all those shutdowns that they got, Red side's up 1k, and I would hazard a guess that most of that gold's still on Blood, but not as much on TJ. Sword hitting some great looks, having some fantastic engages here tonight.
Yeah, man, it's looking absolutely juiced on the side of Team Control Wards now off of these fights. AIBox and Control are absolutely massive here. Being able to find those kills and those shutdowns, Bloodbath and Beyond going a little bit too aggressive here in that last fight. And as we were saying before, the relentless pursuit on Lucian being able to reposition and just kite the opposition of Bird is the word. It's super important. And that Essence Reaver is coming online very soon, but once again, we have to acknowledge the red side composition. It is literally a ticking time bomb, no intended. We have Verd and we have Devious, and the way these team fights are going, if Control Wards can somehow come on top of these fights here, I think they could probably take this one away.
I agree. I think Control Wards is in a great spot right now. They did a fantastic job back from carrying their boosted top laner. That's literal, not flame. And if we look at that, Chuck's still at 0 items, sitting only on a few components up there. It doesn't even have his Aegis yet that he's going to build to his Sunfire, whereas Blood has 2 full items and boots, up almost 4k gold in the top lane. Ludicrous. But in the jungle, in the jungle, TJ's still up, being an absolute power farming maniac that Hecarim tends to be. In the mid lane, though, 2.5k up for Control, who, you're right, Jhin, if he has time to scale, is going to do massive damage. But guess what? He's going to go pop just like any other AD carry will if Control gets to do to him what Victor loves to do to carries.
Yeah, man, in the words of Luciv, feels 80s.
You see, Luciv, my boy, he likes to say that, but he also... I don't know, man. AD carry is never in a strong enough spot for the people who play the position. As an AD carry player, I feel like you'd agree with that. It doesn't matter if you're always the one.
Listen, dude, I got 2 words for you, okay? Bot Kingdom, right?
Oh, I don't know. I think for those of you who aren't regular TCL viewers, you should be, because you missed an absolute banger of a series last night where Toasty and Monkey were exposed. And they were carried by the rest of their lane.
True, man. I got absolutely dumpstered game 2. I will not lie about that, man. I'll tell you what, though. It's just really unfortunate that the target selection was on me and not the really fed Lucian. So, hey, man, you know what? Sometimes I like a free ticket to paradise every once in a while.
Yeah, I'll take mid.
More action here.
Okay, a little spicy,
All right, does find the binding here onto a bully. Not going to get much off of it, though.
Nothing really happening there. Just some classic support shenanigans. Although what I love to, while the support's out warding, they actually have the support of their team. That's heartwarming, because there's not many things that feel worse than when your team says, "Man, we really don't have much vision on Baron right now," and you're like, "Okay, boys, I got this." You walk up and you die because no one's gonna get a ward.
You gotta love that, man. Devious going really fast here. Zoom.
I am
the fast.
I am the fast. That's what
I am the fast, man. Oh, I love Earthshin, man. That's so fun. As Chuck being spot out on a ward as well. And you know what? I gotta give credit to Chuck here. In that last team fight, I think he controlled it pretty well. Being able to get the taunts of the people that he needed to.
Okay,
right?
I agree.
I don't completely count him out here.
I mean, Chuck got absolutely dumpstered in the lane, but luckily his team knew that would happen and picked a champion to still be useful throughout the rest of the game. And, you know, props to them. That's just that's a smart draft right there.
Oh, wait.
Although we have a bit of an engage.
He did so fast. Hold on a second as he gets the fear on the Control here. Now Control in a really bad spot. Does find the flash of the as now Aatrox just somehow miraculously finds the kill. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty bonkers as Chuck now being run down here. AIBox just in time is able to make it to the fight here as Lemonilla is forced to flash as well. Swordmaster doesn't die. Thank God.
Yeah, great job. TJ and Blood, I'm sure, were calling out that play in comms. They were sitting on the top river bush, and TJ with his speed up there just herded them towards Blood's TP. They didn't see him coming in, and then yeah, Control flashed away, but they're on the Baron now, trading Baron for Dragon.
Oh, yeah, I like this come from the side of Team Control Wars here, being able to trade the Dragon for the Baron here. I'm not sure if it's
they know they can't contest, so they're getting something back.
Yeah, I like that, being able to trade tit for tat here.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to just be sure that they don't lose too much on this Baron push, because other than that, they tied up the Dragons. Great spots sitting on those Mountain Souls that are going to do a lot. As we talked about, they have those heavy late-game tanks in the Shen and the Zac, both of who have finished, both of who have very similar build paths. The Sunfire, the plated steel caps, RIP Ninja Tabby, and then the Bramble Vest to cut that Aatrox healing.
It's like when I was practicing the other day with my boy Tilted Tom. Shout out to my boy Tilted Tom if he is in the chat, and we did Yone Yasuo bot lane. So we could screw up your match history a little bit, and we built the same items. I think that's kind of what's happening here with the Shen Zac. As pushing the mid lane, they're definitely going to get that tower, though. I don't think. Okay, maybe they can defend it. Hook goes a little wide on the side of Reform Bully, as you can definitely see that the pressure is mounting onto Reform Bully here with his hooks, man. He's trying to find them, and props to him for throwing, because you definitely miss 100% of the hooks that you do not throw.
By definition, I cannot disagree with you. Wayne Scott, Michael Gritz.
Oh, we see Swordmaster
Michael
outside here looking for mid-engage. He's looking for it. Does he actually go through with it? He does not, but he continues to stay in the bush here. He's looking for that angle. Swordmaster with the 500 IQ angle here.
Yeah, they're really doing a good job holding on and not letting this Baron too much. Honestly, it's just I think it's a factor of Control being as fed as he is. And Redside knows that he's the one who they dove so hard on the previous engage. But Control has that wave clear there with his Death Laser going pew pew.
Oh, they know that someone's over there, but they don't know that Swordmaster. He's looking for it though.
Nah, he doesn't want it. He doesn't want it.
Wide here. Sword.
Questionable.
He's now forced the kite back here, as Swordmaster also has to blow the ultimate as well. Bloodbath and Beyond getting a little aggro here, as the patience from Team Verd is the word starts to come into play here. Reform Bully, I know he's a very patient player.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm not sure why they're just. I mean, they're 5-man pushing those Baron, sure, but they also have a wave that's pushing in bot. Like they could send Blood down there or something. Sure, Shen's gonna be able to join the fight faster with his ult, but I don't know.
They do have that
they took one turret.
Oh, nice hook on the Chuck here. Doesn't really find much. The emo comes up. I like that. Okay, Bloodbath and Beyond on the impression doesn't find much as well.
Their siege doesn't seem great to me. They don't have great poke. It's honestly just been Blood trying to poke with his Qs and throwing a couple of bombs.
They have a wave bot side. I really think
that's what I'm saying.
Bloodbath and Beyond to that bot side and apply even more pressure with the Baron, but instead we are in North America. We are NA.
That is correct.
Now,
I mean, I guess they got one turret out of that Baron, but honestly, if this just goes like this and Baron buff fades out here in a couple, I'm going to call that worth from the blue side. Trading
Producer, can we look at that giant wave bot?
Just for fun.
Is that a possibility? Can we? Yeah, Yeah, thank you. Bleeding waves. Man, they really could have gotten that bot tower. It's unfortunate that they didn't look for it. If I'm playing with Reformed Bully, I'm pretty sure that he's screaming at everyone to be able to... Oh, wait, okay. Yep, they figured it out. A little too late, not the
Baron buff is gone. I think blue side did a great job there defending. They made that dragon trade worth. Obviously, if it led like an inhib there, it would have been a lot more questionable. But trading the Baron, so I mean, what they essentially did was traded 300 gold across all members. So I think that's what you get for the Baron, and then one mid lane turret. So yeah, they lost a bit of gold on that, but they did get the dragon, which gives them that scaling opportunity. Now they both have that win condition ticking on either side. If someone makes a mistake when dragon's about to come up, and it should be coming up here in another 2.5 minutes or so, that's going to really cost them, because someone's going to be on soul point soon when that next dragon gets taken in 53 seconds. Thank you. Shout out to our producer, Mr. AIBox himself.
That's Beyond. Hold on a second. He's getting caught here. Does pop the ultimate. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to live here. Does have the Zilly GA Reform Bully picking up Lemonilla. See you later, homie. As now, Chuck is looking a little hurt there. Bloodbath and Beyond is on the impressive here. TJ so trying to find a target. Decides that controls the one. Zanyas comes out here. A nice root from Devious. Does find him on the flash there as TJ so beast. TJ so fed. TJ so dominant in this game.
Yeah. Looks like they're just going to push him in and go for an inhib here. Maybe fall back to drag after 30 seconds. Blue side doing a good job there, looking for a pick. As I was saying, you get that early pick, you're going to have a free Drake, put yourself on soul point. But Blood is not the one that you want to be trying to pick out. That man instantly pressed R in Gore Drinker and was back to full health after he got out of the TC. He is so hard to kill, especially with that Zillion ult coming down over the top. The man has 3 full items, 3.5. He's sitting on a Hex Drinker as well.
Is Swordmaster looking for a steal here?
He doesn't have a ward on it. There it is.
He's looking for a steal, but
he doesn't have pass. Oh, TP!
Wait a minute, we got
TP's coming in. That's Shen.
Well. Oh, I don't know about this play. Bloodbath Beyond pops the ultimate. He sees Master flashes, but Swordmaster's able to get out there. Is he actually with steal? I don't believe it. I don't think so.
Both TPing in behind.
Right. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Chuck has to flash out. Another emote. I love Timo, great champion. Control, unfortunately, has to blow his TP as well, as Swordmaster, unfortunately, loses his life in that exchange as well. But they do get the flash off of Bloodbath and Beyond, which it's not a worse trade, but I like to be optimistic, okay? And
I mean, yeah, that could have gone worse, but I think if you would have saved your TP and saved your life for Sword just back there, I mean, it's not a bad idea. Zach can like back of the pit, never go into it, and still smite it on the way. It's a pretty cool move. Maybe that's what he was looking for. But with so many members of Red Side up, and you know that they're so healthy, they just pushed down the mid turret and got the inhib. You know what they're looking like. They're coming over to the dragon. That was a real brave move, I'm going to call it, by Sword, and it did not end up working out. They lost both TPs there from their top and mid laners and ended up giving up a kill and the Drake. Red Side sitting on that Mountain Soul now, and I may have said that they're not going to be the hyper tanks, that if everyone's at 6
Oh wait,
items,
Lemonilla, hold on a second. Black Shield, that's a very walking on sunshine sort of play here. Twinkle Toes, as it doesn't get caught out. Swordmaster, though, actually caught out here. Jin comes out here. Swordmaster looking in a lot of trouble, and coming out from Bloodbath Beyond to TJ, and so Beast now in the backline here. AIBox in a little bit of trouble as Devious gets the 4th shot on the AIBox here. Bird being able to find Swordmaster again. Unfortunately, he does not have the passive here, as Chuck is just in daydreaming land, I guess. I'm not sure why he was so far back there.
Yeah, that one hurts. I'd say about 7 or 8 minutes ago, was look blue side. They had plenty of room to scale up. They were sitting, but that disastrous engage trying to pick off Bloodbath and Beyond has really snowballed out of control for them. Red side is now once again sitting in a commanding lead in this game. We'll have to see what happens from here. They already have the mid lane inhib. They also have a wave pushing top, and looks like they're going to run straight up there. They have plenty of health. They won that fight commandingly and have that wave that they're going to push and get some turrets knocked down.
TJ's so beast, just controlling that fight very well, being able to put the ultimate on the people that he needs to most, especially
the Flame Horizon top. Yikes.
Oh man, we are just going through it here. They know now to push the side lane here.
Oh my god.
Once again, we have a massive wave bot. They're not going to be able to get more off of this, as they just decide to back off.
Yeah, they got some gold to spend. If we take a look at the gold graphs again, I think I saw 100 CS diff top and jungle. That is ridiculous, everyone. Oh my goodness. Sure, control is up 75 in the mid lane, and Box is up 50 in the bot lane, but that is a full 100 CS in your top and your jungle. Both of those players down 5k in the jungle and 7,000 gold in the top lane. Yeah, wow, that is actually... Yeah,
wait, hold on a second. TJ So Beast just saying hello and using the Onslaught of Shadows to be able to just say goodbye, I guess, as engage unfortunately fails there. The Black Shield being able to take a lot of that damage as well.
Yeah, Blood has twice as much gold as the Shen does right now. He's also level 17, level 14. He's been able to keep that 2 to 3 level lead, literally the time 3. Verd also a level up on control, even though he's down a bit of farm. Doing a good job staying in the game, despite all the early pressure that Sword put on him. Doing a fantastic job. He's doing his job. If he hits R on Blood in these fights when he's about to die, guess what? Job well done.
Oh man, they're trying to spot out Chuck here. Reform Bully, we'll see it. Does he go for the hook? Does go for the hook. Fortunately, misses, but it was a great attempt.
Little cheeky backstop. I don't know if they could have done too much there. Chuck, although he has literally half of the gold Bath and Beyond does, he's still a Shen. He's still getting a little bit tanky with just the Hecarim and the Thresh there under turret.
It's true.
I don't think they were going to kill him. Just stopping his back, which is fun for Red side.
They're going bot side here. Holy moly, I think they're tapping into our comms here, D-Brand, as...
Oh, look at that. They're in different lanes.
Oh, they're in different lanes. All right, excellent.
Little 4-1 going.
Oh, man. I'm liking this though. Blood can't
Blood,
be
just
stopped.
stay top and hit the turret. Blood, stay top and hit the turret.
This is fine. They have to respond to that wave here. Blood looking to be able to regroup with his team.
Oh yeah, they're falling back to Drake.
Yep, they're looking for Soul here, which is the smart play. I like that because if Blood dies before Dragon's up, that is unfortunate happenings there if he does. As Vert is the word looking for a cheeky rush play here. TJ Sobeys looking for it here. Swordmaster does have the passive here on the Zac now. His control is being pressed on here. Vern looking very low, but he does have the ultimate on him as well. As now Chuck just absolutely gets popped by Deviants. What can be done? TJ goes back with the onslaught of shadows as well. As now blue team's falling apart. To Vert is the word, ladies and gentlemen. Control finds Devious! It looks like a cross kill. It was indeed, as Swordmaster was able to just barely scrape with his life. As Vern says, nope, I'm flashing over this wall. As Sword tries to find anything he can to stay alive. He's back in. The blobs just aren't enough to save him. As Lemon now, the last standing for Control Wards, has to watch his base crumble in front of him.
Although I do think Lemon is MVP of the entire league, presence he commands on the battlefield, I don't know if he can hold them off. I feel looking at a 36-minute game from Vert is the word. After a real up and down for the blue side, we'll see if they can end here. I'm not sure whether on those death timers. Looks like okay, Shen and Lucian are up right now.
AIBox. This could be good. The flash down comes in. AIBox gets the shutdown under Vert. I think Team Vert is the word. Overstate just a little bit here, but the Lantern being able to take a magical ride.
Yeah, but they're going to fall back. Blue side, the Control Wards have to deal with the pushing in waves, whereas TJ, he's on that Drake. He's going to secure Soul right here. They're going to steal the jungle on the way out, and they're going to look for one final push to close this one out.
Yeah, man, being able to get that Mountain Soul looking very juicy for the side of Team Vert.
That was a hell of a team fight down there in the bot jungle.
Oh, Chuck gonna get hit by the hook here. Does find the emote as well. Bloodbath Beyond over the wall for anything he can. The spell shield also as well comes out from Lemon as Chuck is on the offensive here. Oh, I guess he's just gonna fall back. I guess he just wanted to.
Yeah, I mean,
high five.
If you're gonna fight, I would want to do it before they spend their gold, and before that they're pushing double super minion waves into your base. So not a terrible thing to be looking for a play there. Not at all. They do have the Mountain Soul, which is really going to provide that extra boost of tankiness because Blood wasn't hard enough to kill already. And, you know, we keep highlighting Blood, but TJ doing a phenomenal job in the jungle. That last fight that we saw in the bot blue side jungle, I was a little worried about for the red side in the beginning because you don't want Blood to be on the front line, you want Blood to be healing the back line. But TJ came over the wall with a beautiful ult, really disrupting everything, and even with the Jhin getting popped, they're able to clean up that fight, no problem at all.
Yeah, man, and now AIBox, we can see this lapping Devious in CS here. That's actually being able to have that item advantage and being able to buy the QSS here. It's looking really good.
Yeah, he's up a full item in the bot. He's up a full item in the bot lane, but TJ is competing with Blood right now for most farm in the game. Well, except for box and control, I guess. So not most farm in the game, just absolutely crushing their laner.
Yeah, man. You ever heard of Mr. Worldwide, man? TJ Sobeys is Mr. Map-wide in this game. He's just dominating, man. He's a pony. He's just doing what he can.
I think at one point Sword was 0-2-7. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's what I KD being. And it has been rough for him. He really is just not diving onto Blood. And I wouldn't either. That's very relatable.
Well, I don't think there's going to be any contention here for this Baron as Swordmaster walks into zero.
He has a
force. Oh, wait, he's looking for it.
His smite is 4 levels down.
He doesn't have passive. He goes right over TJ as now Control is forced to onto himself. Where is AIBox? We have to keep tabs on him. Control is down. AIBox, you have to be able to salvage this in any point you can. Does have the Kraken Slayer. Has the flash here. TJ Sobeys now looking for him. We see the kiting. AIBox, let's see it, homie. Bloodbath and Beyond just absolutely running everyone down as AIBox just has to surrender to Team Vert is the word here. And a commanding game one. TJ Sobeys with the victory lap as the Team V comes through as well. Team Vert is the word with a dominant game one performance here.
Box did everything he could in that last fight, and you got to commend Sword for looking for it. But as soon as red side saw blue sniffing around, they're like, you know what? We're just going to take this fight. TJ completely ignoring Zac, just down Control. Control hit Zanya's, but there was absolutely nothing he could do with that pony sitting on his face. Wow. What a series that was. Or what a game that was. First game in the series.
Take a look at the damage graphs here. Oh, wow. These are some surprising damage graphs. I have to be honest with you. We got the 4G LTE like little symbols here. Team is the word.
I don't
I
know.
like.
I'm not too surprised by this. This makes a lot of sense. Top lane tend to wrap damage numbers just hitting each other. They're real tanky in the top lane. But Control, he was pumping out that AoE damage throughout the entire fight. It's just with all the lifesteal and the Zillion ult over the top, it is so hard to kill that Aatrox with all
Yeah,
the
man.
grievous wounds. There's nothing they could do.
I'm just a
Bird,
little surprised here that Devious did that much damage in that game, which is kind of surprising considering he's playing Jhin.
yeah, I don't
But
think he
nonetheless,
had to do anything
he
else.
didn't really have to, which is fair, right? He
Mhm.
didn't have to do much damage there. It's TJ and Blood just running the map there, but an
Yeah.
excellent performance here on game one for Team Bird is the word.
So I mean, takeaways from that game. Obviously, top diff, definitely a jungle diff. TJ and Sword both with some excellent early ganks. TJ going top, Sword going mid, but TJ just able to keep that pressure up throughout, and Sword trying to get those picks, but just not finding the people he wants. Wow, what a game one that was! But there are so many things that Team Control Wars, if it goes just a little bit better for them, they're gonna pick it up and be a threat to this Bloodbath and Beyond. Or I'm sorry, this Vert is the word team, no longer named after Bloodbath and Beyond, with Captain Lemonilla, or against Captain Lemonilla on the other side. Okay, we are going to
Alrighty.
take a short break here before getting into game two, but we will see you all in a couple minutes. Looking forward to
Alrighty.
game two. Let's get this
Don't
series
go
going.
anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.
There's still 7.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Game 2 of
Game
tonight's
2,
matchup.
baby!
Game 2, I changed! I got the tank, baby! It's time! High testosterone action! And if Game 1 was any indication of how Game 2 is going to go, man, I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose my voice.
Yeah, I don't appreciate being called Chads by people in the chat. What's wrong with looking good, feeling good?
That's what I'm saying,
While you
man.
watch some League of Legends. What
That's
a game
right,
1
man.
that was.
This is a real sport, dude. Just a lot of action here happening on both sides. D-Brand,
Hey.
let's just take a second to debrief here.
Let's
just
do it.
kind of take a second, chill, relax a little bit. Maybe get a nice drink, a nice cold drink or a nice hot drink, depending on where in the world. I see you got your water there.
I do.
Let's just take a second to
Go ahead.
just debrief, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff that happened in that game here. And the question now becomes, does Team Control Wards switch up their bans just a little?
So, I think the problem with what we saw there was the tempo that each team wanted to play. Control Wards picked a very not slow tempo, but like scaling comp that really wanted to play into the game. And honestly, it is just not. Despite all that, they showed so many signs in the mid game that were ultimately too much to overcome that top diff. But we're into pick and ban already. We have very similar things. We got the Kaisa from side. Vert is the word, sorry. They're switching around, red and blue. And then Darius Morgana from the red side, which is now Team Control Wards. Still the Udyr and the Fiddlesticks. Each one giving that one respect ban to the other jungle. Honestly, I like to see them pick. I think she's an anti-fun champion. I don't like sitting in spot 3 seconds with that Q at level 5.
All right.
Shield that lasts
I like
forever.
this. Once again, the first pick, Jhin, on the side of Team Vert is the word. I do like that Morgana respect ban. Reformed Bully is an excellent Morgana player as well.
I think we just see the Lulu come out right here.
Yeah. Okay, all right. I guess they're tapping into our comms, or they're watching the stream, which isn't allowed, by the way.
No, it's the smart pick. So much skill. Comfortable. I am pretty sure he's more comfortable on Lulu than he is on Morgana. He had a fine showing in this game, but I think he's happy to have an excuse to get back on. Second pick here. I wonder. I'm gonna see. Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say we're gonna. That's a very safe bot.
That is a
Scaling
very
it again.
defensive bot lane. I think Reformed Bully could potentially get away here with. I don't know if I like this Braum pick. That's not really a strong.
I honestly just show me Thresh again. Just Thresh again.
Yeah, I really like the Thresh.
Okay.
I think that would be really good.
Braum is an interesting pick. Doesn't synergize super well with the Jhin. You tend to want to pick Braum, attack fast, and get that passive stacked. I mean, not a great pick, but I guess they're just going to play it defensively. Just look to peel off in the late game. Keep whatever dive they pick off.
Braum of TCL this season? I think it's the first Braum production. Can we check that?
I don't think I've ever seen the stats in front of me, but I think you might be right there. Pantheon, which can be flexed top or jungle. I do believe it got slight nerfs in this patch. I think it was to the Q wave clear, the damage to minions and lane and jungle nerf, because the wave clear is going to be a little bit less on the Q.
It is the first Braum of TCL. Okay, interesting pick here for the side of Reformed Bully. The Braum is something I haven't really seen him play a whole lot. Oh, Tiny Rig did play it. Okay, all right, so it's the second Braum of TCL. All right, still pretty fresh, still pretty new. Braum not really being prevalent in the meta.
We are seeing both mid laners ban out what the other mid laner played that game, as well as the Jarvan pickup, which much like the Zac is going to be disrupted, but not going to be as tanky. Shen ban coming out because apparently Blood was like, nah, that was boring. I beat you too hard. Let me beat you on something else now. As well as the fact that it doesn't really matter how far Shen gets behind, as long as the person doesn't get ahead, which is what we did see happen. Shen's going to be a use. Let's see what we get. We're gonna top pick here and save the counter pick for mid. What else is Chuck gonna play? I don't know, like something
you know
else.
What?
Oh no, here's the mid pick.
Okay, a I was talking to I was talking to I was talking to Reformed Bully here about Verd and his playstyle, and he does play a lot of Ziggs. I don't think that's a control champion. Forgive me if I'm wrong.
I mean, I'm sure he can play it very well. Control loves those.
Ooh.
And it looks like that will be a pan top with TJ taking the Elise into the jungle.
Okay, so
or
the Elise
Camille.
Oh, it might be
Pantheon
a Pantheon mid. It might be a Pantheon mid.
Interesting. We have some fun
Hold on
things.
a
So
second.
new rule that came out
Kingdom.
just today. New rule that came out today. The champion okay. Mid teasing. That's fine. That's fine. I like that. That's a good pick. I think that's nice and safe. Has can play back from the Ziggs. Not gonna have to walk. So I think that will be Pantheon top jungle. Easy lanes right there. The new rule I was referencing before we move on past it is that all champions with the player who is playing them 20 seconds prior to the game actually starting. And here's the top lane pickup for Chuck. He's going to play something a lot more aggressive into the Pantheon. I'm curious how that matchup goes. Volibear is a very strong. So you take PTA, but Pantheon is still Pantheon, you know?
I think it might actually. If Chuck plays it.
Okay. You see right there, though, that's the end of your statement. Because if it relies on Chuck playing.
Well, okay.
Chuck's not going to play it better than Blood.
Okay. Let's take a look at this from like an abilities and a matchup standpoint here. We have Volibear, which has the E, has the shield, has mixed damage. The Pantheon being able to get in your face, take a big burst of a short trade here as well. I think this is a skill matchup, and I actually think I'm more in favor. Now you're gonna disagree with me on this.
Okay.
But I'm more in favor of the Volibear in this matchup. There's just something. I've seen my top laner for my college team, Lyle Walt, which is also he's also in the TCL, a very adept Volibear player. Shout out to Lyle Walt in the chat if you hear. He's a very good Volibear player, and when I watch him play Volibear, he's very good at being able to take both short and extended trades into a lot of matchups that he plays. So
yeah, he's good like that because if you take the long trade with Volibear, he's going to get the second W off, which is going to give you that heal. I think the first one wounds. I forget what the actual terminology is for it. But Volibear, very, very good duelist. He's going to take PTA. He has like 3 auto attack resets because his Q and his W both. Well, he can auto QW and suddenly PTA is all the way stacked, right? Volibear, excellent duelist. But Pantheon is still Pantheon. He got nerfs, but I think his nerfs were just a wave clear. In that duel against the opponent laner, it's gonna be a mess. Okay, so sorry, I think I was having some audio issues. I think we got those ironed out. Thanks for bearing with us. This is a top tier League of Legends play and mid tier production, but we're doing our best to get them both up there. You know. Yeah, Thank you for bearing with us. Nah. Just kidding. Shout out to the production squad. A-Barn stepping up the last second, helping us cover some gaps that we were having, a couple of other audio issues. Doing a great job. Thanks for running the league, Captain.
Yeah, man, really appreciate it. Thank you for allowing us to be able to even have this league, as definitely brings a lot of flame and a lot of hype moment into one big mixture of like good stuff, I guess is what we'll call it here. I'm not. Production's laughing in my ear, and I'm sure chat is probably like making question marks. But I don't know, dude. After game 1, my brain is completely just gone.
Yeah, no. Game one was
killing
hype.
me.
But I don't know. I was fixing some of my volume settings while you were saying it. But I do agree that ignoring who's playing the champions, Volibear has the edge in the 1v1. But that's what I said in the first game. I said, ignoring who plays the champions, I think the Control Wards has the better comp, but you can't ignore who plays the champions. The top gap was just too much to overcome, so it'll be interesting to see what happens this time.
You know, my small AD carry brain completely forgot about the fact that Team Virtus the Word has an Elise.
They do?
And if game 1 was any indication of how Mr. Map Wide can control the map, I think Chuck is in for a really tough time here if TJ is able to land the cocoon and just the incredible burst damage from both Pantheon and the Elise coming through here as well. But Swordmaster on the Jarvan, I haven't really seen Swordmaster play a lot of Jarvan.
Yeah,
An
I
excellent pickup in
haven't
this game,
either, but I think he'll do absolutely fine on it. We have a lot of people without dashes or waste. In fact, the only person, I guess, the Braum can W out of his little baby cage, and Elise can repel out as well. But the Lux, Pantheon, and Jin, they're all going to be stuck in if he pins him down. At the same time, that Elise moving around the map is really going to have to do things. But the other piece I wanted to highlight on was Verd on the Lux. Last game, he was on the Zillion, where he did a fantastic job. But honestly, like his job that game was pretty much just to press R on Blood when he went in. On Lux, he's gonna have to step up a little bit more, and I'm looking forward to seeing him do some more damage. Quick check on summoners as we get into that. TP from both top laners, unsurprising. I'm not going to talk about the jungle because they took Smite. That's exciting. But Verd with the barrier, Control with the cleanse, Box also with the cleanse, and then Exhaust versus Ignite on the supports.
And
we'll see if any of those come into play.
AIBox is really looking to get defensive in this lane here, having
Safest
two
bot
ways.
lane in the TCL.
Man, I love it, dude. I love it. The 600 CS Sivir win condition is always a possibility.
This is true.
As Control chucks Magic Tonic here, doesn't really find much as Swordmaster. Just saying hello.
Yeah,
Gets a
Blood,
quick spear to the face.
Blood getting some pressure there. I'm surprised TJ didn't drop the ward. Let's see. Is he gonna start his back and drop it on his way out? Doesn't look like it. Maybe he will now. Drop it in the try when he's at like 1 second. Then grab the sweeper and head to his bot side, where I'm assuming he's starting. But honestly, don't know a ton about jungle pathing. So we'll see. It looks like that is exactly what he did. He dropped the pixel ward up top. Jarvan with the early defensive ward, make sure he doesn't get invaded. But I would expect to see a full clear of Jarvan's bot side, unless he's going to look for the early gank just to try to match the Elise. I don't know. We'll see. I used to be a jungle main, fun fact. Used to be meaning last week, so I like to pay attention to what those junglers choose to do early. Very interesting to me. Lemon also took the Guardian instead of any sort of airy proc, so he's going to be uber defensive, you know.
This is quite literally the sit and scale show for the side of the control wards here, as the story has been flipped on its head a little bit here. We see the exact opposite comp here from Team Verd is the word. This is the ultimate I want to get in your face and end the game like right now because I got stuff to do tomorrow.
Very much so. And that's not to say they don't have scaling options. As was proven to me a couple of days ago, Pantheon, after the rework, scales so much better than he used to. The man doesn't really fall off. Like, we 1v1'd full build Rammus versus full build Pantheon, and it wasn't even close. I got absolutely destroyed, although I would like to say that I did kill him a couple times before that, so it's okay. But Blood on that Pantheon knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to be relevant throughout the entire game. He also has that global ult where, I mean, Blood's just really good at applying pressure. Volley with the early push, though, does get level 2 first, and we saw that Sword...
Oh, Swordmaster looking here for level 2 gank. Is he going to find it? He does get the knockup onto Verd. He damages through. Verd does have the flash available, does pop the barrier instead, as TJ Sobeast has a free cocoon. It's looking pretty juicy, TJ Sobeast, as the top catch emo comes out. First blood for Mr. Map Wide.
Yes, sir. TJ also on 2 camps. He's done his red and his golems, but he was able to respond to the 2-camp gank from the Jarvan, who just went buff mid. I'm not sure Verd needed to burn his barrier there, but with a great Q on the way out, enables TJ to get that kill with the flash follow-up. Great job from him.
I like this.
So action in the bot lane.
Devious looking for the 4th shot. He is prancing around. Oh, he does have the... Wait, the Shanghai skip is enabled now?
I think it'll...
Did they fix that W bug?
I couldn't tell you.
Is that a thing that happened? Did they actually fix that?
I mean, there's been a couple micro patches. I think the bug that our caster is referencing here is Jin's W was actually invisible.
Oh! Just hold that thought here as Bloodbath and Beyond solo kills Chuck once again. TJ Sobeast looking for another kill on the Swordmaster here. Does have the repel here. Can he find anything? Nope, unfortunately. Just
he does find that crab. He got the crab.
Chuck gets solo killed. Man, I would love to have a replay system because all right. Let's just close our eyes.
Okay,
and let's imagine what happened.
This is an absolute guess, but Chuck walks up just a little bit too far. He autos a creep underneath turret because of his lightning paws that are stacked up. Hits aggro. Blood realizes it, instantly stuns him under turret, chases him down, kills him. Blood did have to flash after. Chuck doesn't have the reaction speed, doesn't burn his flash, and is now walking back to lane. There you go. That's what happened. You're welcome. Replay right there.
All right. So D-Brand's word is the final word here. Is TJ Sobeast looking for a gank on the bot side here. AIBox has 2 forms to get out of this one. Looking for Lemonilla. That's an X-Coon from the side of TJ Sobis. Reform Bully unfortunately gets it with the Q. Man, if I'm Jin, I'm really upset. But once again, another kill. 3 kills on the board here for Team Vert is the word, and they want to pack this up and go home quickly.
You know, I'll be honest with you. Earlier you were saying Mr. Worldwide, and although Mr. Mapwide,
yes,
you said
sir.
Mr. Worldwide first, and I don't like Pitbull. The reason I don't like Pitbull as an artist is because there's a reason. It's because his songs are all so catchy, but like I don't want to like them. So it's a weird, it's like a personal dilemma. But man, TJ really living up to the name right now. Chuck running down Blood.
Yeah, Chuck looking for this quick trade here. Ooh, doesn't find anything on the E because Bloodbath and Beyond.
Blood
looking
has
for the extended trade
and the corrupting pot.
That is true. I don't think you win that.
Chuck up on CS. Chuck up on CS.
That's
I'm
true.
not sure what the lane state's like, but I think he's actually pushing in. So he's doing a good job there managing, also up a level. Yeah, so Chuck's doing a good job farming, forcing Blood off these waves, but Blood with that kill is definitely gonna.
Yeah, it's
he is by
gonna
no means out of this
Chuck
game.
once again looking
trading stun.
Does get the E though. This is actually looking like a winning trade for here. Bloodbath and Beyond does not have flash. Chuck looking for it. Can he get any more damage off? Doesn't find anything. The emote comes out as well. The classic Chuck Timo thumbs up emote as Swordmaster just kind of chilling there. They do see him on that ward as well as another 2v2 here. AIBox going zoom on the Sivir. Man, I love that champion.
Yeah, there's that champ diff we were talking about, but we'll have to see where the player diff comes in.
Oh, wait a minute. Once again, just a slaughterfest once again. The top side here. Wait, hold on a second. TJ Sobis does find control here. He's looking for the cocoon. Oh, he decides not to go for it as they know where TJ is now.
Yeah, some interesting plays. Sure, TJ showed himself there, but TJ's been absolutely all over this map. He's actually pinging top right now. Blood goes in right now. Chuck's gonna get pinched out.
Oh, Chuck's looking for it here.
Early flash. Good flash by Chuck. Good flash by Chuck. I think he dies if he doesn't flash there, or he still has to burn flash and he loses all of his health. Chuck still has TP up though, as does Blood, probably holding it for that early Drake fight as the good top laners tend to. They are able to control their waves, but it does look like Blood's in the spot to freeze this wave out and perhaps force that TP back.
Yeah, it's looking like good stuff here. Verd playing the Lux very well here. Has even CS to control as well. Yep, 1v1s indeed. Thank you, Mr. Production Man in my left ear that no one else can hear but me. As Swordmaster, just playing a little passively here. He's not really matching the same level.
I don't know about that. He had that early gank, but since then he's been matched everywhere else he went, and at least just has the rotation on it. I'd love to see some early dives. Both sides actually have really great dive potential if the jungle comes, because Volibear can shut off the tower entirely, you know, with his fun 200 years ult, which is super cool. Lemon with that early vision on the dragon, learned it from Spirit of Fate, his older brother, whose vision is actually so oppressive. And yeah, we'll see if anything comes of it. Looks like we have some pings towards the bot lane.
It runs the family here. Devious now. Devious, excuse me. I can't say his name.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there it is. Sorry, Devious.
No, you can say Devious too. Like
Devious too.
But his name is Devin.
Oh, the Pantheon now comes in here. Lemonilla in a little bit of trouble, but Devious does pick up the kill as well. That is massive for the Jhin, starting to get him rolling.
Instant TP top, and this gives plenty of dragon pressure, especially with the Lux pushing the wave in. So Blood's going to lose absolutely nothing on that roam. Gain a little bit of KP there, and yeah, we'll see if Chuck can like maybe TP down to help us team out with the dragon, but I think they're just gonna have to give this one with their jungler and support running from base right now. Yeah, early, or not necessarily easy.
Oh, wait a minute! This could be the steal!
Oh,
let's go, dude! Oh, wow! Control with the dragon steal from downtown!
They saved absolutely nothing. We saw that Drake get down to 120 HP, and that Ziggs was able to take it away.
Oh, I'm sorry for your ears, people in chat. That was incredible on the side of Control. Kind of reminds me of my Caitlyn Q steal from last season. Because that was literally like... Man, TJ didn't have smite.
Hey, way to pat yourself on the back when somebody else makes a good play.
It's true, dude. I gotta find any way to be able to get my Season 1 stats in the near... Oh, I didn't
Sword looking for the gank. Only level 5 though. Only level 5.
Looking for it. Chuck does find the stun, does find the knockup here of Bloodbath and Beyond, looking pretty dead here, trying to find a return kill on the Chuck. I don't think it's gonna matter though. Bloodbath and Beyond turns it! I can't believe it! Though, I don't believe it. Is he able to get out?
No flash.
Bloodbath and Beyond cannot. But an excellent 1v2 turn for Mr. Bloodbath and Beyond. Well played by...
Yeah, you remember how I was saying earlier?
Just stopped because that was so good. That's incredible.
do you remember how I was saying earlier? Oh, looks like a little scuffle in the bot lane. AIBox shields the break.
Yeah, I mean, they do. Yep, does shield the break. That's excellent. Good stuff on the side of AIBox.
Yeah, I was saying earlier how they nerfed Pantheon Q damage to minions and monsters, but sadly, Jarvan is still a champion, and that did so much damage. He went pop. I don't think anybody's expected that. But Chuck, with the return kill, is up CS in the top lane. Blood's going to have to keep making those map plays to stay relevant throughout this mid game.
It's true, man. As CS in the bot
sword
side.
hit 6. He can dive here.
Oh, Verd, nice flash. Does get out of that as well, as nothing's really traded flash for ult. I like that. Sword
very worth
still
trade. Very worth trade from Sword's side. His ult will be up well before Verd's flashes. He can make an easy repeat gank if he comes out of vision with his flag and drag. They're pinging out Sword on the top side though. Perhaps he was being a little greedy there, maybe looking to Herald.
Oh, TJ's so beast with the flash there. I can't remember what. Oh, TJ. Oh, Verd is getting taken out by minions though. Oh, final spark. Thank you. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh,
the happy feet.
Oh, this man's just putting on his
Verd had Bear. I think Verd has Bear. He does. So he was just very confident in the edge of that ult, which I'll be honest, I was not as sure. Well done by Verd.
Wait, hold on a second. Chuck does not have the ultimate. Does unfortunately have that trade a little sour for. He take the tower shots. Chuck looking to get aggressive here on Bloodbath and Beyond.
Yeah, his ult is not up, but if it was, I mean...
That's a dead Pantheon, for sure.
Maybe not, but definitely able to do a lot here in this top lane. Chuck's really making a show for himself this game. He's doing a lot better, showing out a little bit more than he did last time. Yeah, he's got the CS lead up on him as well. He's been able to get a kill on him, even though Blood had an amazing 1v2 turn. So we do see Blood. He back there. He's running straight towards the bot lane. That's what.
Oh yeah.
His ult's back up. Oh my goodness, that looks so cool. I haven't
seen
Devi.
That's a great Gen ult here as well on the side. Devi is fully now in a bit of trouble. Flash out T. For anything he can. AIBox.
Oh,
all the damage with TJ so beast goes into the repel bit. Volibear does have the TP. He's looking to ult on the Devious. Final floor. He needs to be able to have target selection as Chuck is just getting collapsed on. His team's nowhere to be found, but he goes back in with the ultimate on Volibear as TJ Sobeast now in a little bit of trouble. I like this. Lemonilla unfortunately finds the kill. That should have went to Sever, but now the return Swordmaster needs to get out. Nice EQ, could potentially salvage it as a double kill comes out from the Pantheon. The flash of Lemonilla, an excellent one as Control gets tagged by the Lux Q as well. This could look really bad for the side of the red side here as always looking for the Q, does find it! Bloodbath and Beyond, you absolute man mode Chad this game.
Yeah, maybe I should send him a sleeveless hoodie.
Wow!
That was insane. Great 5v5. Great 5v5 in the bot lane there. Love to see that. Chuck with the fail flash over the wall. Just thought I'd point that out real fast. Honestly, though, great play by Reform Bully there. He had that perfect stopwatch and also got his E up in time to prevent the Q from Chuck doing any damage to him under turret. Great job baiting the team in and really extending that fight, pulling it apart and letting Pantheon have time to get in there. Fantastic use. I don't know. It really shows me which supports know what they're doing when they take that stopwatch and are able to use it effectively and don't waste it in a time where they're just going to come out of stasis and die. So shout out to Bully in that fight. And then obviously great job by Blood coming in over the top. Dev hit a lot of really good skill shots there as well.
Yeah, man.
But also,
it was just well played. It was just better played League of Legends on the side of Team Virtus the Word. Devious being able to open up and initiate that fight with the ultimate and hold that thought here. Swordmaster getting a little bit aggressive.
Sword's bot lane with his ult, but I don't know if he's going to want to dive here. Drake is coming up right now, and TJ is topside on the Herald. I believe he started that. So we'll see if red side has... Okay, so they're just going to use their bot and mid lane pressure to come over and rush this Drake down. It looks like they're going to trade with the Herald top. That's a sensible trade to me.
Yeah, it certainly is. If I'm AIBox here, and if I'm that bot lane, and if I'm on that team on red side, I would love this Mountain Drake. Because it allows the team to be able to get tankier. With the stats that it gives as well, a little harder to kill. Allows you to be able to do more DPS with
TJ doing exactly what he did last time and just bringing the Rift Herald mid, dropping it to get a little bit of extra money off that. Not necessarily setting up a team. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Swordmaster, he might have gotten caught here. Oh, man, almost was an excellent play on the side of Team Virtus Award. Oh, great stuff from Control being able to get that ultimate as TJ So Beast comes down.
Yeah, Vert has been on with those final sparks today. He is hitting all of his ults exactly where they need to be. We just wait till he gets a little more AP, but also control with those Ziggs ults over the top. That's the third one I've seen that like has some major play implications. Both of these mid laners are going to be a force to watch as this game keeps going. Who'd have thought?
This is just like mid lane dominance.
This is some fun League of Legends to watch, I'll tell you what. Also, you know, it's a little bit of a feels bad for Chuck. He had a good TP play there. He played it pretty well, but then his lane opponent comes down and gets a triple kill. So he was winning lane before, but now Blood's sitting on an item and a half while you're sitting on boots and some components. That's a bit of a feels bad for Chuck.
Yeah, but Chuck being able to be on this Volibear here after that unfortunate performance game 1 for him, you know, we're seeing signs of life here. Oh,
no doubt, no doubt. He's having a very good game. Got to give him props where props are due. But Blood is really making use of his, or proving to us how aware he is on the map and what plays he can make. TJ looking bot here.
Not really finding much here, unfortunately. Oh, wait, no, he actually be able to. Is TJ So Beast, Mr. Map Wide. What can you get done, sir? Does get polymorphed here. A little bit early poly. Oh, wait a minute! AIBox is caught! Through the cleanse and the... I'm not sure cleanse there, but a double kill.
Excellent play.
He had cleanse!
He did.
But honestly, AIBox, the homie. That's unfortunate, man.
That is honestly doing a great job of using this bot lane, who we said before could not have been picked much safer. They're getting caught with their pants down. Not a lot of forward vision, just the one river bush ward, and TJ was able to just walk in there. It was very patient. I think the poly from Lemon was a little bit early. Probably should have waited until he jumped in. But even after he jumped in, yeah, you're right. Bot lane just got double killed with 2 summoners still up, Cleanse and Exhaust, both of which may have been able to get them out alive. I'm not sure. They might have still died. Maybe they just wanted to save the summoners, but
I honestly think I don't know. I think they do die there anyways because Devious was already like, in range for 4th shots. As
I agree.
Hold on a second. Bloodbath and Beyond has no idea what's coming to him. This could be really good. The EQ from Swordmaster comes in. Chuck just throwing down the bear paws here. That's one of my favorite ice cream flavors. God, man, I love that as Bloodbath and Beyond unfortunately gets chomped here by Chuck. An excellent play.
Yeah.
Although it being a little sneaky.
Good patience by the top jungle duo from Control Wards. Oh yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, great play on the bot side, the 3v2. Good job by Devin baiting out that spell shield. Looks like we got a little more spice happening right now.
Oh, hold on a second. We're both Bully having to throw the ultimate out there to potentially keep Devious alive.
We're at a very similar item breakpoints, although Box is farming a little bit better than Devious right now. Sitting on the Gale Force and the boots, as well as the stopwatch, whereas Dev, despite the fact that he's 3-0, oh no man.
Already, Chuck is just gonna, you know, have a taste of his own medicine here from that last play as the jungler topside duo, the burst, is just insurmountable on the side of Team Bird is the word. As
I mean, that 700 gold shutdown, though, felt pretty good to get on for Chuck to get him back into that lane after Blood was able to pick up all those kills bot lane. But Blood does have his ult up. Next time he backs, I'd be looking for a TP.
I do want to say here, though, remember last game how I said that it was a ticking time bomb for Team Bird is the word?
Yep.
It is a ticking time bomb here. Oh, wait, Gale Force forward! AIBox! I was trying to there, man. That's it, but really fortunate for him to be able to pick up that kill. As you know what? I'll shut up and I'll let you do your box. Now Blood just ults out. Okay, I mean, expecting him to just ult out there, but that's fine.
I think he has to. I don't think he runs away from that. He doesn't have flash up, but he recognized that Chuck is already used to stun. There's no other way to interrupt his ult. He's able to just fly on out of there. I forget what Pantheon ult's called. But yeah, so we had the first turret go to the bot lane. Honestly, that Sivir Lulu combination really scaling up. That exhaust cleanse is going to be very useful as this game goes on. And looks like we got the return turret in the top lane. And it looks like Red Side's going to get their 3rd Drake here. That is, as we talked about last time, really putting a clock on the other team to make something happen.
Hold on a second. TJ So Beast looking for a steal here potentially as AIBox continues to hit the Drake. The call should be to back off here and try to set up some sort of play here, some sort of team play as Chuck, I don't believe he has TP. He does not have TP.
Neither top laner has TP.
It's looking pretty bad for the side of Team Control Wars. They might have to give this Drake here as they just dance around. Control on the side here looking for the poke. Does find Devious. I don't think they can do anything more as the flash forward from Swordmaster doesn't find anything. Unfortunately, they do get the Drake though, and red team has to be on the run here. This is not winning for them at all. Devious finding Swordmaster. Reform Bully flashing forward, does not find the Q. Volibear is behind, no. Chuck looking for a play. They want to be able to stall this one out. AIBox finds TJ So Beast. This could be good. Devious once again finds Lemonilla. This is looking very bad now on the side of the Control Wards here as Chuck dives in. Can he find anything else other than Bird? I believe the answer is yes. Oh, this is really unfortunate. 1v3 situation, has to find a target. He's looking for Devious. He can't find it. The flash away. Excellently played from the side of Team Bird.
Look at that kiting. That was so well done by Dev and Bully there. I really thought, but Chuck he was looking in every direction. He was a cornered bear there with nowhere to go. And Pantheon said sit, and then Jin said stay, and Braum said down boy. But on the back end of that fight, despite all those kills that went over to the blue side, they did pick up the third Drake. That puts them at soul point and means in 25 minutes, there could be the potential for that soul, which, although Cloud Soul is not the most powerful, is still a Dragon Soul and is going to be very instrumental for whichever team gets it. So great job by Sword securing that smite. Helped out once again. I mean, honestly, you just got to give props to Control. Blue side, the Vert is the word team had that first Drake, then Control steals it away. That first Ziggs ult made a big difference in the momentum of this game. It puts them on the clock, and in 5 minutes, they better be ready to fight and better not be picked off, or else they're going to pick up that soul no problem at all.
Couldn't agree more as Swordmaster tries to find something onto Reform Bully. This Reform Bully is just going to get a Q away, try to get anything he can here. They're looking for this mid tower as well. Lemonilla on response with the Lulu as well. As it looks like another NA Ram is incoming. Lemonilla taking a bunch of damage. Holy moly, Final Spark finds him. Wow, that is
range
some
on
bad plays.
Yeah, Lemon did everything he could there. He got the shield, he had the ult. There was no one in range to exhaust, but he just went pop.
He should not have been up that far. He should not have been.
Feel support, man. Feel support. It's fine.
It's true, man.
Honestly, great showing from Bully so far this game as well. Sitting at 1-0-6, doing his absolute best to protect his ADC, everything he can. And blood with those spears. Pantheon is a melee champion, everyone, who can poke every 6 seconds and do half of your health bar, as we just saw.
Don't you love it? That is certainly balanced here. Riot Games, you have made an excellent rework. I think it's probably your most successful one. I know I cut out there a little bit. I just saw my Discord. But I will rephrase. Pantheon, you know, balanced champion. Balanced champion indeed. A melee champion that can just poke you out every 6 seconds, like you said here.
So we had a bit of that NA Ram. Oh, but TJ trying to do little spicy things on the side with Sword, a little battle in the jungle.
You can like it. Chuck trying to find some sort of initiation here. Final Spark once again. Oh man, Lemon. Man, he just can't play the game. It's so unfortunate here.
I'm pretty sure, like, a long time ago, they added to Lux. If you get a kill with it, I think 40% of the cooldowns refunded or something, which... Yes. Oh, they took that off? Okay, never mind. I take that back. Got my production in my ear, keeping me keeping my shoulders on straight.
Oh, wait a minute! Chuck is going on to TJ So Beast here. I don't know if he's going to be able to find it. Chuck forced a flash out. I like what he was trying to do there, but the rest of his team just was not with him on that play.
No, he kind of said go, while the rest of the team was like, what? And it honestly, that gives them enough pressure to take down the turret. They finally cracked that mid, and maybe we'll see people peel off and we can get done with ARAM for a bit. Next Drake is probably coming up pretty soon. I'm not sure what the clock is at, but there is a big purple thing in the top river. And yeah, we'll see what happens next in this game. Can we get some gold graphs to take a glance at? Mr. Producer, sure. So, starting from the top, Blood is up in gold despite being slightly down in farm, probably a virtue of those 7 kills he has or something like that. In the jungle, we see another commanding lead from TJ, doing a great job playing these aggressive junglers and making things happen around the map. Vert and Control pretty evenly matched, slight edge to Control, doing a good job getting that poke down, but both of those champions will serve a pretty similar purpose in the late game, just standing back, throwing out those spells and pumping out those deeps. Bot lane, farm lane definitely goes to the Sivir, who can just throw those ricochets and clear the whole wave instantly, but the Jhin sitting at 6-1 is going to be such a force to reckon with, as he is up nearly 1,000 gold right now, and honestly, who cares about the supports? One person has their lock, the other person has their Moonstone. Do they actually need other items?
He is massive, man. This Jhin is a force to be reckoned with here on the Rift. As Final Spark doesn't really
Missed
hit
this for the
anyone.
first time this game.
That's really unfortunate on the side of Verd. As
Real fast, while we have a second here, do me a favor, Toasty. Say the champion that Devious is playing.
Jin.
Jin. Not Jin.
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 Yeah, Jin.
Okay.
Is there a problem? Is there a problem?
No problem. I was just curious.
Just
Tomato,
curious?
tomato. I know what you're talking about.
I mean, some people say Vigar.
Engage
Vigar,
by
Vigar.
control.
Alrighty, so Chuck actually is the one that's going to be faster with an excellent ulti. Reform Bully taken out by Lemon. Pixie, the Pixie auto attack does find him there, as now Red Side is in control of this Drake. But TJ So Beast, he's looking for a steal.
Soul.
Can he find it? Devious here. Oh, the initiation from Reform Bully. The polymorph comes out. He just instantly gets popped. TJ So Beast now on the run as well. He does find the kill on the Swordmaster. Can he look for anything more? Devious has to find. He does have the curtain call. Hits shot 1, misses shot 2. Can he find anything here? Chuck is now just going to run Devious down. Devious needs to kite this out, does find the W. Can he get anything else? He's ticking low. Unfortunately, couldn't find anything. Chuck with a double shutdown as well as Control tries to find anything he can onto Verd. Verd gets a kill. Oh, and it's an excellent flash forward.
Trade.
Oh, the cross kill.
Wow. Dragon's still up. Dragon's
man.
still up. Okay, there was a lot that happened there. I'm not even sure
Why?
where to start. Probably with the wombo that we just saw out of Control's team. Chuck jumping in. Great initiation for him over the wall. Honestly, I failed jumping over walls with Volibear too many times to count, so props to him for that play. And then Control with the bomb over the top to follow up Swordmaster, who managed to cage in 3 players, I believe. Great job when that blood went in, instantly got exhausted and polyed. Actually didn't get exhausted, just the poly.
Yeah,
Did absolutely nothing with that fight.
Hold that
a little
thought there.
aggressive.
As Bloodbath and Beyond getting a little aggressive as well here. Doesn't find anything, does get the Ferocity Q. AIBox being very well positioned here, just being able to force it on them. Wait a minute, Chuck on the back line. Mr. Bloodbath and Beyond is now caught out as Red Side has Drake control once again.
Chuck really making a statement in this game after the performance last time, saying there's more than one top laner in this game this time. Honestly, as Aborn just pointed out in my ear, this is very much what we used to be seeing from Blood, and didn't see in game 1, but is coming through nice and clear right now.
Already Chuck getting chunked down here. Verd with the final spark does not find the dragon, but Swordmaster does. And EQ and ulti could potentially win this fight here. AIBox! AIBox! Dude, can he find anything else? Finds the triple kill, and Red Side is alive once again. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Dude, MVP Control for those ults over the top. He is doing so much damage, and he is doing the loud damage, but Box with those ricochets is doing that quiet damage. You watch the ADCs, I'll watch everything else. Blood, once again, wanting to go in 1v4, maybe third time's the charm.
I am so impressed with AIBox's play tonight. He definitely deserves one of the top spots here for contention of best ADC in the league. I love this guy. He takes a huge Pantheon Q. That is certainly balanced as Bloodbath and Beyond now trying to get any sort of topside map control as the Baron is up.
He just wants that ward, man.
Just wants the ward, man. Please give it to him. Alright, he's able to get it as well as the Scuttle.
Okay, so we need Blood to stop inting in order for Verdazor to have a real shot. They've fallen. They're still a.
He doesn't
Team
know the
Blood is
Swordmaster.
still a. Team Blood is still. He already had his flag down. There's no knock.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off there. I was
No,
getting
you're
really
fine. You're
excited
fine. You're the play-by-play. Cut me off when plays are happening, my man. So we see Blue Side still up on gold, but Red Side was able to secure the Dragon Soul there. That Wind Soul is going to get them zooming around the map and keep those ults in a low cooldown. We have some very influential ults coming out of Sword and Control. Chuck's making him nice, big, and beefy as well. Lemon keeping everyone alive, and Buck's having them run in quick. But that does mean that Elder Drake, something that we have not seen many times this TCL season, is going to be on the Rift here in 4 minutes and 13 seconds. So there have been 4 Drakes taken, 0 Barons, and a couple of Heralds, but I'm excited to see what happens next.
Whoever gets this Elder Drake is winning this game.
That tends to be how it goes.
The damage on both AD carries is insurmountable here. The playmaking on both supports is also very well executed. There's so much here, and I'm serious, man. Like, whoever gets this Elder is winning this game for sure. As Swordmaster gets a little bit of poke here, doesn't really find any damage. Oh, a massive Sticks ulti. Okay, the initiation from Swordmaster family is going to fall here. Chuck in the backline. He auto-attack cancel. Mr. Chuck, that's really unfortunate, as now Bloodbath Beyond is the target here. Can they do anything? I don't think so. Wait a minute, Bird goes golden. Chuck is now in the backline. His team needs to come for support. Lemonilla does find Bird as well. AIBox taking the tower. He's on a killing spree. I love this guy so much, man.
Box?
TJ.
Who doesn't?
Okay, all right. Wait a minute. TJ looking for Chuck. Oh man, that's so unfortunate.
Lemon both keeping Chuck alive and getting the kill. We love to see that from our team, our TCL team captain, just carrying the entire game, putting the team on their back. Wow, really quite the fight from the tier 1 on red side to the tier 1 on blue side. Control wards just ran them down. They said go, starting with that control alt over the top that absolutely smashed those health bars and forced everyone to flash away. Jarvan following it up, Volibear running them down, and all of that gets red side the Baron. That gold lead that we saw at 2k for blue side about 3 minutes ago has really swung to a 3k gold lead for red side, who already, as we said, has that soul and are looking for the Elder Drake here in about 2 minutes.
Monkey, my man, if you're in the chat and if you're listening to me, I want to play Sivir, man. I really want to play Sivir. This looks like so much fun. I'm sure he's saying, no, you're never playing Sivir. And with
Toasty, I don't think it matters what you play. Monkey's gonna carry you.
A true statement. A true statement. I mean, you know, it is Bot Kingdom. Bot Kingdom does go 2 ways, you know.
Bot
it's not
Kingdom.
just the ADC.
I mean,
you know,
is your king and you are his prince. I mean, his queen.
I mean, that's the other way around.
Monkey, tell me in the chat if which one of you wears the pants in that support ADC relationship.
It's certainly me.
Hey, it's 2021. No one has to be in charge. You can be equal partners in the relationship. It's absolutely fine. But let's continue on with this game. Red side pushing in mid with that Baron. TJ maybe caught out here.
Yeah, Misty Cube inside of Swordmaster here is final spark, finds 2. TJ now on the side here, doesn't find initiation. Does find it, the tower shut off. Chuck now 1v4 controls on a rampage. They found TJ. Chuck is doing an excellent job controlling the fight here, as now the cavalry has arrived, as the ticking time bomb is starting to explode. Bloodbath and Beyond is going to be taken out. Devious now looking for the Jhin ult. He doesn't find anything, as it looks like the Prodigy, the Prophecy rather, the Prodigy being AIBox, the Prophecy being the win here for a potential game 3. I don't think Devious and Reform Bully can do anything here. It's going to be a win. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a series. Bring on the Silver Scrapes.
That gives us 1-1, everyone, with an absolutely... You see, this is what we wanted to see from Control Wards in the first game. TJ is so good at putting on that early pressure, but they were able to scale into the game and do what they wanted to do, play their own game, rather than reacting to the pressure that Blood was trying to put on them. Well played by them. Honestly, I think it's a combination of Chuck playing very well into the matchup, getting ahead, and being that absolute tank threat that they just couldn't get through in the front line. We saw TJ die 1v4. Chuck shrugged off the 4v1 under turret there. And great job by him. And at the same time, those ults by Control, starting with the Dragon Steel and finishing with, I don't know, those last 4 fights when Control hit 4 people in the center of his ult and did half their health bars, meaning they just have to run away and can't actually stand and fight. Really, really swinging everything in favor. But that gives us a 1-1 series, everyone. Tell me you aren't hyped for this game 3.
Homie, we gotta bring on the Silver Scrapes, man. There's a time and a place for Silver Scrapes, and that time and place is right here on the Tilt Champions League Twitch channel. Tell your friends, tell your dogs, tell your neighbors, tell your grandmother. My mom's certainly watching. Hi, Mom. I love you. I love you so much, Mom. I know I got a couple of friends watching here. Love you guys too. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. We're going to game 3. I'll see you all there. Unfortunately, Riot has decided to not let us see the stats, but you know what? We don't even need to see them. I can pretty much picture what's happening already, guys.
I would be curious, but yeah. We'll see y'all in a couple minutes.
As a child, you would wait and watch from far away, but you always knew that you'd be the one that would while they all play. And you'd lay awake at night and scheme of all the things that you would change, but it was just a dream. From dust.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Silver Scrapes are here. We are game 3 of the night in a hype series. Sorry for the voice crack, was not intended there. You have the chattiest of casters here tonight to be able to give you an amazing show here. It's going to be absolutely insane. D-Brand, how are you feeling after game 2?
Oh my gosh, dude. That was something to behold. Well played. Despite the early lead that TJ was able to get, the control wards were able to pull it out, have some amazing team fights in mid lane, really get those catches, and honestly, it was a bit of a 6v4 in those mid game fights with Blood just deciding to int into the enemy team. Shout out my boy, but that one was there were a couple of rough fights there, my man. Box and control, laying down that damage, Chuck being this front line that is just impossible to get through. But all of that is behind us. Right now, it is a 1-1 series. It is absolutely anyone's game to take, and we are into draft. We have the Darius ban, and now I don't know what we'll see, but yep, there's the block ban for the control. Very consistent what we've seen for the first 2 times. Imagine we're also going to get a Fiddlesticks and an Udyr ban at some point. But you know, there's the Morgana. They're like, Lemon's not going to play at this game. I would bet they're going to keep him on the Lulu. He had a good showing there. Despite some of the 2v2s in lane, or the 4v2s at some point, where they had some deaths, Lemon and Box were really able to scale into that game and pump out the DPS.
Yeah, the Lulu was almost pivotal in this series.
No
being
doubt.
able to get those incredible polymorphs onto Bloodbath and Beyond when he goes in.
Really,
I would say that's ban worthy. Honestly,
that is the exact same pick ban that we saw from game 2, very close to game 1, but instead of Morgana, no, it was game 2. Morgana wasn't banned in game 1; it was picked.
Okay, nice. Okay, but, all right.
So we'll see what happens with the lanes. I don't imagine they're going to do the salty run back, mostly for the fact that Blood, if he so chooses, will have the counter pick. Oh, we put Dev on something a little bit more utility focused this game with the Ashe, who I believe tends to build Kraken Slayer rather than Gale Force. So we pick up that Thresh to give him the mobility, keep him a little bit safer. Bully with a great showing on Thresh in game 1. We'll see if he can bring it back for game 2. What are we expecting to see from the side of Control Wards here? Let's see. What makes sense into Ashe Thresh? Honestly, wouldn't be bad to see Box on Sivir again. What do you think? What would you play ADC into this lane?
Jhin.
Jhin?
I think Jhin needs to come out here. Oh wait, never mind. They have Lulu. Why would I ever say Jhin? That's
Yeah,
a Sivir pick through and through.
It's the Sivir again.
Okay, never mind. I'm completely blind, and this is why I'm not the best ADC in the league. Okay, so Sivir.
Sometimes having eyes helps when it comes to things like
yeah,
CSing.
dude.
But honestly, it's looking like the run back from the side of Control Wards is they have 3 of the exact same picks, 3 of the same
Oh,
the early
wait a minute.
Shen takeaway.
Bloodbath and Beyond on the Shen.
Okay, so if Blood's on the Shen, that means we need to see some more damage coming out of Verd, because he's not going to be that damage threat that he was in the first 2 games. So what does Verd play? I don't know. I feel like we're going to see an Anivia ban from Control Ward's side because that is one of Verd's like really damage-heavy carries who's very strong in the meta right now. And from the side of Verd is the word. They say no more Ziggs. Those ults were a little bit too much for us. It's not happening this game. I'm expecting an Anivia ban out of blue side here, though. Not sure what else. Perhaps the Zillion again, although I don't think Zillion would be the worst into this comp because, as I said, if they pick Zillion, they're really lacking a little bit of damage. Depending on what TJ plays, of course.
Control,
there's Anivia.
Dominating the opposition here. Like, last game, I don't think I've ever seen Control play Ziggs in my life. And the fact that he was able to steal Dragon...
I told you, man.
A lot of damage
he plays
down
control
for
mages. That's what he does.
It's true. It's
yeah,
true. He doesn't play any AD assassins?
Mid plays the assassins, control plays the mages, and that's kind of how it goes. And they're saying, you're playing something new this game. You are not playing Ziggs or Victor. You're going to have to go a little bit deeper into the bag. So we have the LeBlanc, the Ziggs, and the Victor ban. What does Control play next? I mean, Syndra and Orianna, both excellent picks, both things that he can play very well. Very strong in the meta. I think I'd like to see Orianna, actually, depending on what else happens. And yep, there's the Anivia and the Zillion banned out on the side. So we're going to see something new out of Verd as well.
Yeah, this is really interesting here on both drafts. I really like all of these bans here from both teams. And I like the draft here as well. AIBox on an incredible showing on Sivir here. Going to be able to have another Protect the Sivir comp here.
I like it. I like it.
Okay.
Put TJ on another damage threat, and now I think Verd could go back to the Lux or something if he wanted. Although I don't know, a Ryze would be pretty hype. Although I don't think Ryze is quite in his champ pool. We'll see. So out of the other side,
we need Ryze, so I think they have a chance.
This is. I don't know. You're giving that man a little bit too much credit. Who else did we see play Ryze the other week and absolutely dominate on it? Was it? It wasn't Control. It was Picto Chat. Thank you, A-Barn, for calling out the one player in the league who can play Ryze better than you.
Okay. I like it, man. Dude, hope he's not even in the game and we're flaming
Is it the takeaway?
I like this here. Gnar for Chuck as well.
And the
Gnar's
Lux
been
hover.
a pretty prevalent pick here for our team, my team, Team Monkey Brains.
Well, that's just because
Chuck pilot
that's just because your top laner has like 3 champions in his pool. Okay. The Ahri from Control absolutely daring Verd to pick back on the Lux. We'll see what Verd decides to pull out here.
I like this.
I'm curious. Definitely want some AP damage. No doubt about that. We're gonna play some sort of mage here. I don't know.
Verd plays Corki, doesn't he? Does he play Corki? I think this is a Corki.
Don't ask me, my man. Is it a Corki angle? I think I would prefer something with a little bit more poke.
Okay,
Veigar?
we're gonna see Veigar.
I'll take it.
I like this.
So, very similar compositions. Not quite in the mid lane, but across the other positions, not too far off what we had last time.
Here's the thing, though, with this Veigar pick, it matches the scaling of the Sivir. Okay?
No doubt.
Same thing with the Kindred. Mm-hmm. I like this. That's an excellent pick. It's not as mobile, but it does have the I hate my life cage that pops up every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. a lot of zone control. A lot of zone control out of the red side here.
They do have a lot of zone control as well. And Verd, once again, being a connoisseur for the Veigar pick as well, being able to have that infinitely stacking, excuse me, scaling, stacking, same sort of.
Yeah, they have 3 infinitely scaling champions on their team, actually, between the Kindred, the Vhagar, and, lest you forget, or at least you forget, the Thresh.
The
of
Thresh,
course,
it's
the
true.
Thresh.
And man, I am once again
Very
so excited to see
interesting
Reformed Bully
compositions.
play the Thresh once again. I know he's been practicing it a lot. I gotta be honest, I just didn't like the Braum pick game too, man. I think if you
I think he did well on it. I think he did well.
I think he did well for sure.
He played it well,
not
but
sure if it fits well.
I don't know if it was. I don't think it wasn't a bad pick. Definitely not what you think of when you think of support to lane with Jhin. But they did okay on it. But in this draft, very different style coming out of the red side. Shen, not the carry that Pantheon or the Aatrox were, going to play a more supportive role in this, going to make those plays around the map, which he was able to do on the other champions, but is able to do much more freely on the Shen with the ult that'll move him around. And they picked a comp that's going to, as you said, scale into the late game. The blue side having the Gnar, the Jarvan, the Ahri, all who want to go in. Sivir sitting in the back with Lulu, spell shielding him up. Pretty easy comp to play, but honestly, I don't think either composition is gonna be bad either. It's gonna come down to a difference of not champions, but players.
Yeah, this is gonna come down to who can play the video game better than the other.
That's true, and that's what we like to see.
It comes down to these matchups here. I'm not really. I mean, the Ashe Thresh lane can't get off the ground because of how oppressive the Thresh can be, right? We've seen this before. Reformed Bully, I think he cracked, despite him winning game 1, I think he may have cracked a little bit under the pressure, missing a couple hooks that potentially should have landed, I think, if it's on the hands of someone like my support monkey. But it can get off the ground. That's really important to sort of realize here in this 2v2. Once again, AIBox probably going to run the cleanse, I would assume.
Yeah.
As well.
I mean, you can cleanse the taunt, you can cleanse the cage and run through it, and you can cleanse the root. Is it a root or a stun that happens when Thresh Hook hits? Although he'll still be attached and can pull up to you.
It is technically
as well as the Ashe arrow,
Yep.
So
Yes,
a lot of CC, a lot of engaged potential coming out of the red side that's going to really rely on those long-range Ashe ults. From the other side, you have the go button that just is Jarvan's combination, right? Like, flag and drag into ult is an easy way to say, let's get this fight started. Then you can have Sivir running up from behind. As you said, man, this is just going to be who is better at this video game. And right now, what's your prediction? What's your prediction? Who's going to come out on top?
I'm saying it, dude. I'm going to say it. You know, I'm... Oh, man. As much as I love the people on the red side, my former captain, Bloodbath and Beyond, good friends in both TJ So Stupid, I finally said it, there you go, Jet, and Reformed Bully, I think I just have to give it to Team Control. AIBox is just playing out of his mind tonight.
You know what?
Like,
you take blue side, I'm going to take red. And just for the record, in my time casting, this is my third series this season. I have not dropped a game, so we
you
will
have
see
not
what
been
happens
incorrect.
Here.
Okay, I like this. I like this. All right. And production breaks the tie and says Control's team.
Okay.
This.
So this is great for me though, because either I'm wrong and I don't care, or I'm right and I get to say I told you so to both Toasty and A-Barn. So excited to do that at the end of this game. Okay, so quick summoner spell check down. Verd running the TP Control with the Ignite and the Electrocute. So we'll have to see if he can do that, get those early kills in lane to make that Ignite worth it, as TP will be more useful as we scale later into the game. Double TP's top, as to be expected. Heal across the ADCs, and then Ignite versus the Exhaust in the bot lane. Lemon gonna protect his carries, because that's what Lemon does.
All right, so TJ So is looking for an invade here. Probably
gonna get a little stack here, little stack.
Oh, wait a minute, TJ, you're walking too far up, homie.
He's doing it on purpose. It's a bait.
Yeah, it is true. Your Swordmaster taking a little bit of damage here as Control. It's another little bit of damage here as well. TJ is really far up. The taunt from Bloodbath and Beyond. The hook from Reformed Bully, and first blood goes to the infinitely scaling Vhagar.
It does, and not a single summoner blown, if what I see is correct, from either side. That was interesting.
You know, I'm gonna say it. It looked in. It absolutely looked in.
Yeah.
Because TJ was just like, I'm pretty sure, like, he just looked like he was running with, like, his eyes closed.
I agree with what TJ was doing. He was trying to bait it in. He had his team 4 stacked behind him.
I liked it.
Just trying to get them to go after him, thinking it would be like a 2v5 here in a second. But it was interesting when he walked over to place that blue ward. I thought he'd get cut off, but Blood seeing he could just taunt in and take an advantage, getting that first blood on the Vigar.
Blood is Relic Shield!
Blood has Relic Shield, not Doran's, so that's interesting.
What? That's the wrong shield, dude!
Oh no, I wonder if he's... Oh, that's not a good item.
Wait a minute, Riot Games just recommending him probably the best item he could have gotten.
No. I guarantee you Blood was on the all items tab and clicked the wrong shield.
Oh.
He's the type of man who doesn't need anyone else to tell him what to build, or at least thinks he doesn't need anyone else to tell him what to build, although in this case, I'm going to love to talk to him about it after the game.
Oh my goodness, now he's going in on a Chuck here. A little bit of a trade here. He does have taunt, so his trades aren't really that impressive here. Not going to be that great.
Early push by Ahri, able to get her to Roma. Probably going to place a ward in the red side jungle, so they can spot out that Kindred, see where he's going to be. And honestly, I'm going to be curious which side of the river Kindred's first mark spawns on, because I do believe it guarantees spawn on one of the crabs and then the other for the first 2. But we'll see. So yeah, the interesting emphasis on the int buy from Blood. Already burned his pot. We're gonna see what happens when he backs. I'm curious if he sells that and buys something that's worth it. But TJ looking for an early play here, sweeping it out.
Does have the double up. Excuse me, I choked
on
air. I choked on air, man. That's incredible.
Blood gave you a break and missed the taunt. TJ looking pretty aggressively on sword here, but Ahri's gonna have the first rotation. They have the mid lane pushed in, and then I don't think this is a 3v3 you want, TJ.
Yeah, I'm not sure. TJ. Once again with the double.
Yeah, there's the Gnar.
Walk out here. Gnar barely is able to just get out alive here. Good stuff from TJ. So stupid to be able to walk up and be able to apply a little bit of pressure. All right, the support item has been sold.
He swapped it out. Good job. Blood is back his Doran's, which will be a bit of a gold loss in the early game, which is not what you want to see. But he's farming pretty well. Gonna be up on farm if he can manage to get 2 more of those from that wave.
I do have a rule. I do have a rule, and I know a couple of my
TJ on the repeat.
Yep, TJ on the repeat. I'll hold that thought. Here's Chuck now. The flash taunt finds Chuck. Gonna be able to run away here. Oh, the flash has been as well. The E is there. TJ looking for a little bit of more damage here. Is
making sure that Chuck has to back there. Making sure that Chuck has to back. So that's a flash trade in the top lane, but Chuck still has his TP. And because Blood was forced to sell and rebuy his shield items, Chuck will have the item advantage coming back to lane. Okay, so what's this rule you were talking about?
All right, so shout out to my homie, Chibi Dragon God, Corbin, my best friend in the chat. He always asks me why I do not sell my starting item. And my rule is you don't sell the homies, dude. You don't sell the homies. I don't like how Blood sold the support item.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You don't sell the homies.
What?
Also true. You know what? I would have just kept the support item just for
Okay, so you would have inted game 3 in this series, which is pretty important because the standings in this division are really close, just for the homies that aren't homies.
Yes.
Do you like... I don't know, man. I don't know about that one. We'll move past that. Blood had a bit of a deficit with that early misplay after the really good first blood. But yeah, pretty quiet game so far. People farming up. Really, the goal difference, just that first blood plus a wave or 2 on the map. Although TJ is down a bit of farm. Vigar doing a good job just stacking away in the mid lane with his mana crystal. Which, fun fact, no longer builds into tier. Tier is its own starting item now.
Also true. Also true.
In case you weren't aware of that, because you don't play mid lane and don't buy those items. That was a direct comment to Abarn, who felt the need to correct me when I got that wrong. So I'm just proving to him that I can learn.
Hold on a second. TJ So Beast looking for it here. The blast plant's not going to be able to save you this time, Chuck. Or maybe it will.
TJ doesn't want this.
Wait, now TJ's caught out. Wait, hold on a second. Does find the Q wall as that was very interesting. Chuck being able to get out of these plays. He's doing a pretty good job weathering the storm here.
Yeah, TJ playing that patiently, knowing that Chuck's gonna hop the wall if Blood herds him to him. But TJ is not that. Oh my gosh, TJ, don't do it. You're
TJ's
greedy
wanting
for the
it
mark.
back?
He's greedy for the
What?
mark. His mark
TJ's
is-
so stupid is freaking right as Control just picks up a free kill.
TJ, that was really bad. I mean, we all know what he was trying to do there, but that was actually disastrous for this early game.
Oh,
His mark was
holy.
on the enemy Gromp, and he thought he'd be able to walk in there, but Control and Chuck sniffed that one right out, and because they knew where TJ was, free Drake pickup on the bot side. TJ is now down 15 CS.
Oh,
and,
hold on a second. We do have a fight here at the bot side. Reform Bully being able to get that hook.
Good
Swordmaster, an excellent flash from Demius as the Shen is coming in here. Almost finds the taunt. Swordmaster being forced to flash here as well, as no casualties in the bot lane, but great stuff here from Reform Bully being able to initiate that fight.
Yep. Good flash from Dev to save that initial CC. I actually don't know if the Shen ult was necessary. Maybe they would have kept going after him. Sword still had his flash up, but it did keep him alive. It does give Gnar some time to free farm top and get a couple of plates, which is a pretty big deal because Shen doesn't have his TP to get back to lane. Had to use it early so he could buy the correct shield. And I promise I'll stop mentioning that eventually, but Blood as, I think, the second highest ranked
I don't
player.
think we're ever going to let that go.
No, that's
It's not happening. Not for the rest of the season.
I can just see him shaking his head and rolling his eyes. It's fantastic.
Alrighty, Chuck once again being able to get out of a nice 1v1 trade here. Chuck once again up in farm, but that is to be expected here in the Gnar versus Shen matchup.
Yeah, I mean, I think once Shen catches that wave under his turret, they're dead even. So not really up in farm. Wasn't super able to take advantage of the fact that he has to TP away, but he did manage to get, I can't read the number on the minimap. Is that 3 plates or 5 plates on the top lane turret? Not sure if he was able to get any plates. Okay, so yeah, he did get 2 plates, so that's a decent chunk of gold in your pocket early. Already has that Iron Spike whip. Yeah, he's up 300 farm because of that early TP, was able to get those double plates down. And Kindred not having the early game that Kindred wants to have. Really, they're playing the scaling comp, and he's playing it like he's still on that Hecarim.
True. Actually true, coming out from Mr. Map Wide as Control just trying to come back to mid lane. Excellent patience from Control.
Yeah, a little bit of aggression by
Verd.
Verd. Verd up on CS for, I don't want to say like the first time this series, 'cause I've been watching that closely, but the first time I remember.
Alrighty, hold that thought. A Swordmaster now has the ultimate Bloodbath and Beyond, does not have the taunt to get out, and he just walks away, but Chuck says no to that as TJ so just wants to farm the Krugs here, but now Chuck looking a little aggressive, does have the ultimate, an excellent ult coming out of the side of Chuck here as now TJ So Beast has to be on the run, also forces a flash, but Verd is able to get a return kill in the mid lane. Great stuff from Reform Bully. I know he made that happen.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I didn't even notice. Yeah, Control dies in the mid lane. So a couple of big things happened there. It looked kind of weird with Chuck watching from the outside when Swordmaster ulted, but he couldn't get in. He already hopped on his way over to get there. Yeah, great roam by Bully to pick up the kill on the mid lane. Control with that Ignite, not really paying off for him yet. Dev able to play weak side just fine, pick up that farm. And honestly, TJ with another misplay, he held the ult for too long and Blood died. He wasn't able to ult. I think he was CC'd by the Gnar. He wasn't able to get that ult off to save his life. So yeah, another misplay by TJ. Not doing super hot right now. Hopefully the team can pick up the gaps here if they want to come back into this. Because the last few early games have really been carried by that jungle position. So we're going to have to see some signs of life from other positions here, as top and jungle don't have the dominant strong side that they have in the past.
It's true, man. It's absolutely true. As bot lane once again looking pretty even. My eyes have been on bot lane the entire series. My apologies. I mean that's just
it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, when you are a small brain AD carry player and desperately wants to play Sivir now, because I guess the TCL meta is evolving where Sivir of an okay pick, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You can right click. Good for you. Proud of you, man.
Hey, man, to right click I press A. So to have the A click ability, it's good. You should try it sometime if you ever play AD carry. As
actually, fun fact, I am unable to play AD carry. That's why I play tanks. I can't position worth a damn. I mean that you only right click, but it's hard to be squishy as a, I don't know, squishy as a titty out there. Difficult role to play for sure. So back to this mid lane matchup. 2-0 on the Veigar.
2-0 Veigar with the Leandre's Anguish here as Blood now looking for a trade. Does get the taunt. Wow, massive damage from Bloodbath and Beyond.
Yeah, he's not playing scared despite the fact that Chuck has had all the help in the world.
He's up CS now.
That's that diamond top lane.
Chuck,
Chuck going in.
wait
He
a
has
minute.
transform.
He has Mega, does find it.
Dark-
Oh,
this is the
almost
ult.
gets it. Can he get the solo kill? All right, he definitely does here as Chuck is now in trouble. Beast jumps forward, finds Chuck, but can he get out of this situation? The Swordmaster unfortunately can't get him. TJ So Beast missed the map wide, making a nice
TJ's
play on
ult
the Kindred.
Just came up there at the end. I don't believe TJ's ult was up in time to save Blood, which is really unfortunate. Chuck making the aggressive plays, punishing Blood for playing so far forward, but good return gank by TJ, able to pick up one in return.
Yeah, the hook unfortunately doesn't land there on the Lemonilla as the map hack now trying to see if they can get any sort of vision on anyone. Hold that thought though. Bird. Oh, the Shen'll saves him. Control. Wait, Bloodbath and Beyond. He does have the flash. He's looking for it. Does get charmed. And Control with the Mastery 7 emo. You certainly are good. Chuck TP bot. Lemonilla gets caught on the hook here.
Okay.
What is happening?
Yeah. If Blood was actually a good player, he would have flashed that charm and then taunted, but he was too worried about the taunt flash. But he didn't. That's okay. He managed to save Verd's life there. And then Chuck with the TP bot, which means Blood still has the TP here. They are looking to get a little bit of this mid-game 5v5 going. Blue side picks up the crab, and let's get into this Dragon number 2 fight.
Alrighty, so starting off the fight here, we not a whole lot of... Oh, wait, Chuck! Chuck jumps in! He's just dead! Oh, no, Chuck! That's really unfortunate. Swordmaster trying to find any damage. Throws down the Lamp's Respite. Now, let's take a look at the bot side here for the blue team. AIBox is able to get TJ So Stupid. Unfortunate here. Bloodbath and Beyond being able to find the taunt forward. Lemonilla looks like he's going to go down.
No,
the Ash Brownie's Comet is wide as nobody else dies. No other casualties on the side of the blue side. An excellently played fight there. A very patient fight.
What are you talking about? Ash ult didn't go wide. It went straight down the uprights right there. Sadly, in this case, you actually want to hit the post.
I mean, yeah.
So
wide isn't the correct word, but
I know.
Did he thread the needle? He thread the needle.
Well done by the red side there. Sorry, Chuck being a little bit too aggressive there. Went in slightly before his Mega was ready and was absolutely blown up. The zone control from these Vigar cages and the Kindred ult proving to be very effective in controlling the pace of these fights. As you said, that was a patient one, and it did result in red side team. Verd is the word, living true to their name. Verd's doing a great job carrying us through these early phases, throwing down that, getting the dragon. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, the infinitely scaling champion is starting to scale a little early here as Harold just going to say hello to the tower. Probably won't get anything else here on the side of blue as, well, they are looking for that.
Verd has no mana. Verd has no mana.
That is true. Verd does not have mana, but Reform Bully is looking for play. I think he's looking for control. Can he find it? Decides to say no as TJ collects the mid farm. Smart stuff.
Yeah, Bully's doing a really good job, and something that you see from supports like Monkey, who some might say is like a quote-unquote good support, roaming up and forcing pressure on other pieces of the map. When you have the wave pushing in, your ADC is able to play weak side. The Sivir and...
Alrighty, another top side fight here. Wait, Bloodbath and Beyond is actually winning this. Good, so always looking for it. He does have the taunt in a couple seconds. I think he can make this kill work. Chuck is now on the run. He doesn't have mana. Oh no, Chuck! Oh, Mr. Bloodbath and Beyond finds the kill on the Chuck. I think he was playing a little too aggressive there, a little too big for his britches there.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I thought Chuck was going to kill Blood there, so I got proven wrong. That's okay. Happens to everyone once in a while. That's my one for the night. No worries there. But Bully doing a great job rolling and hits the hook.
Oh, that's excellent stuff here. Devious does find the ulti to be a kill. Does he have the... Oh, no, he does have it. I was trying to figure out what that ability was called. AIBox gets hooked. This could be looking good. Devious can't find the kill. AIBox trade. Wow. Incredible stuff here from bot lane.
Yeah, Bully with them hooks.
Yeah, man. Bully with these hooks here, just... He's starting to get it. He's starting to pick it up here. The pace is starting to get a little bit faster here for both teams, as now they're deciding they want to fight here. Swordmaster here to collect the wave. Lemonilla just going to, you know, happily be a little pixie.
Lemon showing some real patience with that Lulu ult. Really knowing the boundaries of what that shield can provide. Keeping Box alive just long enough to get the trade kill onto Bully. Well played by Lemon, not being too overeager with that ult. Baiting in Dev's flash, getting that out of the ADC, especially in a mobile one like Ashe, is going to be very useful for the next few minutes.
I like it, man. This is some great plays coming out of the bot side. Finally, we're starting to see some action here. Gale Force and a stopwatch here for AIBox. Their premier player, I would say, in is for team control.
Box is a real fan of buying that stopwatch. I'm not sure what tree he spec'd into secondary. We can see
he has
tempo.
He has cookie boots.
Does he? Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, willing to spend that gold to make sure that he has the outplay ability early. Chuck using his Mega there, maybe looking for an ult play, nothing to be had. Shen does have his ult up.
Oh wait, Reformed Bully is getting caught out here. This is gonna be really bad for him as now the Lantern any AIBox. Oh wow, the Shen ulti goes very wide as we have more action in the as well. Chuck below. Devious on the Ash being able to cut down AIBox, and wow, that could have been very south and sour for Reformed Bully, but luckily his team is able to pick it up.
Yeah, that Shen ult coming down over top was able to let them chase the overeager, but the kill from controlling the mid lane, is he going to pay for it? I don't think so, Blood. You don't want this.
Oh wow, Blood is trying to find anything that they can here. Swordmaster is now taunted here on the Shen. TJ So Beast cues forward, excuse me, as TJ finds a kill on the Swordmaster. Can they find any? Chuck is very low. Does find the Q though. Nothing
Blood has
more.
flash.
Oh, they're looking for it. Blood with
He missed the flash taunt.
Oh, that's really. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, dude! I can't believe it. He was barely out of the land's respite.
Yeah, a couple of small misplays from the red side there, but still trading even on the play, not necessarily trading behind. I don't think anyone had a shutdown there. Honestly, very action-packed game we have going on, because that was the second part of the mid lane fight that interrupted our bot lane fight, where Bully sent a hook wide, really wide, but was still able to pick up a kill on the back side of that.
Man, my voice is like gone. It's over.
It's okay.
It is
Double TP's bot lane.
over.
Double TP's to the dragon.
Oh wait, hold on a second. Bloodbath Meow gonna be able to find this here. Chuck now in a little bit of trouble. Does have Lemon to be able to find a potentially a return kill. The Polymorph comes out as well. Bloodbath, to be honest, in a lot of trouble. Is getting cut down. AIBox does find him, and now the fight looks good. Does find the hook Swordmaster. All right, Bird finds Chuck as well. TJ So being able to kite
ult
around.
goes wide.
Oh, the ult goes wide. Crowdy's comment. Oh, what an incredible spell shield from AIBox as well, as now Bird is the one who is caught out. AIBox does find him as well. Does get the stopwatch as we previously mentioned, and now the blue side is forced to run away. Team Bird is the word picks up this Drake.
Yeah, player of that fight definitely goes to TJ. Excellent job kiting out there. Unfortunately, did not have the land's respite available that fight because he just used it in the top river to try to save Blood's life. But great job kiting out. Almost died trying to get Blood out. But after Blood did die, was able to kite back in there, pick off control on the backside. After control picked off Bird. Man, what a fight that one was. But red side comes out with the dragon, and that's what's important. Yeah, Blood with the TP. Good initial trade on, but I just don't think he anticipated the move speed from Box's ult, getting that Sivir speed up on two members to really make that 3v1 happen a lot faster than I would think Blood anticipated.
Yeah, we're certainly seeing it here on the Rift. It's just been back and forth between these two teams. Oh, wait a minute, a blind hook. This is incredible. AIBox is now cut out. The ulti keeps AIBox alive. My brain is just being fried here as Bird.
Chuck on the back line.
I like it. Chuck on the back line here. Ari finds. I'm so done, dude. I can't keep up with these fights. It's incredible. Just action packed, just on both sides, man. This is so chaotic.
Bully goes for the
saw it.
pickoff. Billy goes for the pickoff, but there's more blue side members in the area than he thought. Chuck managed to get on the back line and kill Devious, my boy Dev, but dies for it because that Vygar is looking scary.
Oh man, it's just mid-nation.
Hey, production, can I get an AP check on Vygar just so later we can
please.
compare
Can we
it?
see how many stats? I believe he's at 116.
Okay,
Alrighty,
he is at 350 AP,
stacks.
169 stacks. Nice. At the moment, we'll see what happens later in the game as that Vygar continues to scale up. Control not looking as influential this game yet, but we'll see what happens with these mid-game picks because honestly, between the Jarvan and the Ahri, they have a lot of catch-out potential with the ability to follow up with the Sivir ult.
Despite Vert is the word having a lot more kills than Team Control, the gold deficit isn't actually that bad.
No, this is a very even game. It's this is has me on the edge of my seat right now. As we said, it's going to come down to who plays this video game better. At 21 minutes, we do have the Baron spawn 60 seconds ago. A little bit late on that call out, but Dragon sitting at 1 for the blue side, 2 for the red side. Red side up 4K gold. Item breakpoints. The Vigard did manage to finish his Hourglass, so that Jarvan and Gnar diving on the backline, as well as the Ahri, going to be a little bit less of an immediate threat. Going to be able to buy some time, hopefully get his team, maybe the Thresh Lantern to get him out of there. Man, what a banger this is.
Yeah, man, I can't keep up with any of this. Like, it's so hard because there's so many people doing so many
Hey, you're
amazing
doing
plays.
a great job. You're doing
Thanks,
a great
man.
job.
I appreciate it. I love what I do, man. Nothing makes me happier.
What I want to see from this game going forward, there have been a couple of Ashe ults that missed, where red side barely manages to win the fight. If that ult hits, red side wins that fight so hard. We need to have Dev hitting that engage button, and not only hitting the R button, but hitting the R. It needs to make contact. If it does, I think red side's going to win these fights pretty hard, and then I get to say I told you so to you and A-Bard.
Hey, man, I know a lot of people say Ashe is easy, but I had a hard time learning that champion. I gotta be honest with you. Like, the champion in itself is very weird. Hold that thought here is TJ Sobeast now finding Swordmaster the EQ over the wall. TJ Sobeast flashing forward as well. The arrow misses once again, but Bloodbath to Beyond flashes forward. Now the ulti from Lulu is going to probably be able to save Swordmaster here as there's 0 casualties. If that Ashe ult hits, that's a win fight.
Taunt again?
I'm not sure, but what it looks like...
Yeah, Blood misses his flash taunt for the second time this game.
Chuck is missing being alive here as Devious...
Control misses the charm. A lot of missed skill shots there, including the Ashe arrow I was just saying I wanted to hit.
Oh, man, Dev.
Not with the best mechanical showing this game, starting with the misclick on the shield item, but still being where his team needs to be. TJ, as our resident sleeper predictor in the chat called out, Spirit of Fate, doing a great job not tilting from that really rough early game that he had. Excellent job in these mid-game team fights, zoning, kiting, and in that case, going super aggressively after that Jarvan. Wow,
yeah, it's
banger.
Really good on both sides here. The Phantom Dancer, now let's remember, the Phantom change is live. So,
you want to tell me what that item does?
Yeah, so now it gives more
I know what it does. Tell everyone in the chat what it does.
Well, I don't exactly remember. Hold that thought here is Lemonilla. Now, Polymorph's Bird and Bloodbath and Beyond just gets to walk away. Okay, so I looked more at champion buffs than I did actually like the Phantom Dance thing.
I think they took off some attack speed and added.
They did. So they took off some attack speed and they gave it some AD, which actually is pretty good for a Kindred here. As now Blood is split off his team. He's looking for a taunt here. Does get charmed as Bloodbath and Beyond is getting chunked here. Bird now in trouble. The ulti comes in from Chuck. Doesn't find anything. Bloodbath and Beyond able to find a kill as well as TJ. And Team Control Wards is left running and packing.
They're absolutely stomping these mid-game team fights. Every single time they take one, or every single time they're doing this and they're winning it, they're getting just that. Oh my gosh, TJ letting that smite get down to 200
my
health.
heart. My
Control's not stealing another dragon.
Alrighty,
TJ
so
going
TJ.
super aggressive. Production, if we have a second here, can I get a mark count for the Kindred? It looks like 5. Okay, so I think Kindred gets the range and damage buff at 6 marks.
6 marks. Yep.
So almost there.
Oh, it's 4.
Oh, it's at 4. So he already has the buff. TJ, as we said, doing a great job. Despite that rough start, showing that he's not just going to play those early aggressive junglers, but is able to scale into the game and team fight well as well. Great job. And picks up the third Drake. That puts red side or that puts blue side on the timer. Chuck
already Stride Breaker. Hold on a second here. TJ Sobeast might be in trouble. He does have the Lamb's Respite as well. Chuck going very aggressive. Blood on the side here. TV from Bird is coming as well as Blood is now getting charmed. The hook misses, but Devious is able to clean it up here on Chuck. The Lamb's Respite comes out. TJ is going very low. What else can they get done? In the back line is J4. J4 dead. Feels bad man. What else can they get? Reformed Bully looking for any sort of hook and will not find it.
Yeah, Gnar being a little bit over-aggressive there, going in before his form is ready, walks straight into 4 members of the enemy team, gets absolutely blown up. I think, honestly, biggest draft tip this game was putting Blood on something that it doesn't matter what position he's at. He is allowed to dive into the backline and won't instantly die like we saw last game with the Pantheon. Honestly, my favorite part about the game, quick throwback while we have a second here, and they're pushing top tier 1, was showing the Pantheon, while a very strong champion, is still human and can lose. So that was fun to see after the dominance that we've seen from that champion in this season so far.
Yeah, man, it was certainly surprising. to see that Panther. That is true. Thank you, production, for pointing out that Chuck is indeed 2-9, but I'm not sure the scoreline really is going to matter how well Chuck has been able to have these ultimates be landed.
If Chuck, it won't matter what that scoreline is. If Chuck is able to get onto this backline and hit a 3-man stun on the Vygar, the Kindred, and the Ashe, he's still going to be that Gnar in the backline.
Already, okay, the Ashe now hits. There it is. Control is down. This is looking pretty good. Chuck in the backline. What can he get done? Not a whole lot, unfortunately. As Lemonilla AIBox, you got to make something happen. The flash over the wall. You monster! He unfortunately dies as Lemonilla is now forced to run away from his enemies. Yep, almost said team. That is the enemy team for Lemonilla as now indeed.
Hey, talking's hard, no worries.
It is.
So, a lot of things there. I am not positive, but I believe Chuck ulted the people down, which was towards his team, but did not make contact with the wall, so there was no stun, as well as missed his Q that would have killed the Kindred. So we were just talking about how Chuck is able to get on the backline and hit that ult. He's going to make a big impact in these team fights, but that ain't it, Chief.
Yep, this certainly was not it, unfortunately, but an excellent play. Try to retake that fight back, AIBox, flashing over the wall to see if he can get the low health members completely wiped out here, but doesn't find it, unfortunately, and now Team Bird is the word, being able to take that Baron and start really dominating this map now.
Yeah, they have some huge members. Kindred and Ashe are both going to do so much damage with those builds.
Yeah, don't sleep on the Vagar either.
Oh, we've been talking about him all game. I'm just trying to point out some other people.
Also true.
Kindred's sitting on the most gold in the game right now by about 1,000 over Box on the other team, and 1,000 on the other members of his team as well. Gonna be an absolute threat. Shout out TJ, almost level 16 as well. Wow, what a farming machine. Up 70 farm. We haven't really talked about those farm differences, but it's pretty even across the board except the jungle difference. That's the only place where it's a real impact.
What?
But, hey, blue side, what's the question?
He has 3 levels up on Swordmaster.
He has 70 farm and 7 kills up on
Also
Swordmaster.
true.
Sword,
Yeah.
Chuck may be 2-10, but Sword is 1-7.
Also true, as Team Bird is a word, looking to get some bot side control here.
Yeah, we saw Control Ward steal away the blue. It's the small victories, you know. Gotta prove to yourself that you don't have to sit in your jungle the whole time. You're allowed to walk forward. They did 5-man it down, so we'll see what sort of Baron push we can get from the red side here.
Well, that tower is certainly going down as they try to.
Yeah, and we see Shen in the top lane. Shen in the top lane's hurting the wave in, which I love to see. Hopefully they rotate bot here and let Shen keep pushing that wave. Dragon's coming up in 27 seconds. Shen has ult and TP available. So I would love to see that bot wave just push, then fall back to Drake. Make sure you don't take any bad fights here, because if you can keep that Baron pressure, just give Shen time to push in against that inhib, then you're going to be in a great position, especially seeing the Nard doesn't have the TP to match this.
Yeah, he's very close to the TP, though. He's very close to the TP.
He is. I'm not sure if it'll be there in time, but that would just be in time for the dragon spawn, which is right now not up yet. But who knows when this fight is actually going to happen. If I were red side, I would just burn this down. You have so much damage. Looks like they might be sitting in that bush.
Oh, they're hiding in that bush.
Playing some vision games.
They're hiding in that bush. Oh, here we go. TJ Sophie. So we get Chuck! TJ's dead! TJ's dead! The fight is winnable! Here comes Chuck. Can he find anything? Swordmaster goes in. And now the fight looks to be swinging in Team Bird for the word's favor. Hold on a second. Control on the backline. Chuck gets a 2-man knockup for a Gnar ult. Oh man, this is so difficult. Talking is so hard. As now Team Bird is the word. Bird finds one. Okay, that happened. I'm very surprised. A nice charm onto Reform Bully here. Reform Bully almost gets the hook. Swordmaster. Bird is cleaning up these kills. And now another TP coming in. Shen, he's looking for it. He is full HP. He has the home guards. He's juiced. What can he get done? The flash taunt onto Lemonilla. Can he find the kill? It's looking pretty damn close. Lemonilla able to flash out here as now Swordmaster is able to somehow. I have no freaking clue how he was able to get that freaking dragon. As now.
Smite
okay, yes. I just can't believe they just didn't focus him.
Yeah, for some reason Blood went on Lemon there. Lemon was able to keep himself alive, but a lot just happened. First of all, what the hell was Red Side doing? We all thought they were bush stacking, as I think our production did as well, which is why we had the awesome blue side vision up. But TJ just absolutely caught out, and that's not even the biggest thing. We had another misplay from Blood there. Blood ulted Verd when Verd was at full HP with his Zhonya's up instead of the Ashe, who was at a quarter HP. I am 90% certain that's what I saw, and that makes absolutely no sense to me. So, we'll see what happens next here, but bit of a misplay, does not get the Ocean Soul, which is arguably one of the most powerful. Is it not arguable? I don't know. Depends what your opinion is and what the numbers are. I haven't done the math, but everyone knows Ocean Soul strong. Me want Ocean Soul. So, gonna be put off for another 4 minutes for the red side. That's huge. They could have done that. They still had a bit of Baron time left. Wow, great show of life from the blue side there, although I will say that's more of a misplay from TJ that we haven't seen in the last 20 minutes than anything
TJ
else.
just kind of stood there and accepted defeat at that point. Like, there's really wasn't much he could have done there. The charm being able to CC him for that long and just eventually die. Like, I don't know. TJ just decided he wanted to die, I guess, and give away a little bit of the shutdown here as now mid-wave is rolling. They're going to be looking for something on the bot side here. Shen get that bot side wave rolling as they look for another bush play.
Okay, you see, this is an actual bush play, though.
This could be
is
good.
Actually a bush play. Unlike
Bully,
last time when
the
they were
charge.
just wandering around.
Unlike last time here, wait, hold on a second. Reform Bully, he's gonna find it. Can he find the hook? Let's see it. Does find the charm, does get the hook onto the Ori. The Ori is dead. This fight looks good for Team Bird is the word. TJ So Beast looking for it. Bloodbath and Beyond, doing everything he can. Chuck doesn't get much for that ultimate, as now the Lamb's Respite comes down. Bird slays Chuck. Unfortunate for him. TJ So Beast slays Lemonilla. A double kill coming out for Bird, and it looks like this could potentially be the game right here.
That's a 5-0 wipe. They're TPing top where that open, where they have those super minions pushing in, and we'll see if they can end. They have 20 seconds with double AD carries between the Kindred and the Ashe. I think that's going to be it. That's the series, everyone.
Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen.
On the back of another missed Gnar ult, Chuck managed to miss the wall that was right next to him again. Great job.
Wow.
Red side. Bird is the word, pulls it out.
So I guess D-Brand is correct when he says that whatever he predicts is correct here.
So, real fast,
excellently played series.
We're going to talk about this a little bit more for a couple more minutes, but we need to decide on a quick player of the game, player of the series, and I want to give it to TJ. I want to pull TJ in here for an interview. Do you think we can do that, Mr. Production Man?
You know what? I think we can.
Yep, we'll see if TJ wants to come in here and give a quick interview. I think his jungle play and his ability to not get tilted in Game 3 there was just instrumental in that series win. Let's look at damage graphs here. Look at that. TJ, most damage in the game. Control trying to bolster up his team, but unable to put out the deeps he needed on that assassin.
I like it.
Wow, what a series.
I like it.
Blood solo killed the Sivir under... I don't want to say solo killed because I'm sure he took some damage from the team. But Blood killing the Sivir there at the end, that's just a feels bad for the ADC. And we are joined by TJ himself. TJ,
Mr. Map
so bad. TJ so bad. Tell me, how you feeling right now after that 2-1 series win?
I'm feeling pretty good. My bot lane just stomped one of the better bot lanes in the league.
Hell yeah, they did. Okay. I have a couple questions for you. Number one, how did Blood react when he realized that he bought a support item first?
At first, we were feeling pretty good because we got the kill in the invade.
Clean invade kill, no sums.
Blood walks to lane and says, "Oh, I have a support item."
Yeah,
I shouldn't have that.
that gave us a good laugh on stream, especially seeing they came out on top. Number two, I just want to commend you on your ability to not get tilted, because in the first two games you played those early ganking junglers or on the Hecarim, the power farming, just absolutely monstrous job farming throughout the entire series. But you had a rough early game on Kindred. How were you able to stay in the game and make things happen for your team later?
My mid laner was up 30 CS the entire game, and we have an extremely hard scaling comp.
Also true.
Very different. So, did anything change in the draft strategy between games 2 and 3? Because we saw a very different team comp come out after that game got dropped in the middle.
Yeah, we realized that we can't really play a fight without having a tank, so we just put our worst player on the tank.
Blood playing Shen. That makes sense.
Yeah,
I see.
We were saying from our side that it made a lot of sense to put Blood on something where even because after that game 2 when he went in 1v4 3 times in a row and died, it made sense to put him on something that wouldn't die quite as easily. Toast, you got any questions for our man before we head out here?
All right, TJ, I gotta ask, man, why you faced like you're in the front line when you died to that Ahri, like what's going through your mind there?
I trolled.
Yes, yes,
That's
you did.
all it
I'm
was.
glad to hear it. And I just want to. Do you think Mr. Map Wide is the title that's most accurate to you this series?
I assume so.
I think so.
All right, I just want to throw this out there. I'm kind of upset. Sorg saw me spamming Udyr and just won't let me play it.
So no, it's fair. I was talking with Toasty before the series, and I'm like, you know what I want to see today? I want to see the Udyr from TJ. I called that. Like, that was one of the first things we talked about, and I didn't get to see it. I'm salty about it too. But before we send you out of here, anything you want to say to the fans at home?
Bot Kingdom. Just wait. Just wait, Alec. Your bot lane doesn't have anything on mine.
Dude, if I remember correctly, in the preseason, I'm pretty sure I dumpstered your bot lane.
The only reason y'all
and
won
I'm pretty
was
sure
because Eli got a random quadra kill.
And I'm pretty sure my damage over Devious was like this. Okay, need I say more? Okay, I'm not. I can't wait to play against you, TJ. Now that you're in here.
I can't wait to either.
Your team is the one team I want to just absolutely curb stomp.
Okay. Well, that was a fun one, boys. Thank you, TJ, for joining. Great series tonight.
Thank you.
Way to keep it interesting. Fantastic play throughout the entire thing, especially Game 3 where you were able to carry with the most damage in your team. Thanks for joining us. GG's, my man.
GG, man. Played like a monster.
Okay. Any last words from you, Toasty, for the fans at home before we wrap up here?
Well, thank you everybody for coming out and watching tonight's game. It was a blast to be able to shoutcast for you guys. It was just an incredible series played from both sides, and I guess we found out who definitely can play the video game better.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dominating Game 3 from the side of Verd is the word. They'll teach us all the truth one day. Control wards showing a lot of life throughout the entire series, but unable to get it done in the end. Get it done in the end. GG's all around. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next week for Week 4. We are halfway through the regular season, coming up on some very important games that will decide who makes it to the tournament and who gets left behind. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.
See you guys. Thank you.